Hello, welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra and Kumasi, on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Sun City Radio Keta, Volta Premier Ho, Amenuve Vaflao, and Bewa Radio Yendi. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, the new Patriotic Party says Alan Kyeremanteng is yet to officially communicate his withdrawal from the flag bearership race to the party as it readies for today's balloting for the November 4 election.
Especially those political watchers had actually anticipated this coming. It's a huge indictment to the process.
Details: a spokesperson for the former Trades Minister's campaign hints he will return to the political space after consultations. Also, do not turn this inquiry into a public trial or the IGP. Former NDC MP warns as he argues against calls to invite the IGP to appear before the Parliamentary Committee.
There's a conscious, deliberate effort to shift the terms of reference in this matter to the trial of the IGP. It's very conscious and deliberate. It's a red herring that is being pushed.
More as security analyst Dr. Ishmael Norman backs the former legislator, insisting there are real cracks within the Ghana Police Service.
I totally recommend that and I support that. Only thing I don't like about the decision that the committee has taken is to do in-camera sessions.
Daryl Watson, Business.
Hi, Mami. The total value of secured loans granted and registered by banks and specialized deposit-taking institutions reaches almost 6 billion cedis at the end of June this year. There's more to come on the Joy Business Report.
And later, Ghana Highway Authority takes steps to eliminate the deadly threat posed by decommissioned toll booths on the Accra-Tema motorway.
Some of the farms have been washed away completely, so nothing will be harvested from those areas. And I can tell you, we need to brace up.
I am Amesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay with us. The new Patriotic Party says former Trades and Industry Minister Alan Kyeremanteng is yet to officially communicate his withdrawal from the flag bearership race to the party. Deputy General Secretary Haruna Mohammed says all is set for today's balloting for the main election in November. Alan Kyeremanteng pulled out of the contest, citing intimidation of his agents. He also said the race is deliberately being skewed to favor one of the candidates. Maxwell Agbagba has more on this report.
Rumors of Alan Kyeremanteng's withdrawal from the NPP flag bearership race had filled the air, with many dismissing the claim. Political marketing consultant Professor Kobe Mensah is equally surprised by the decision of Alan Kyeremanteng to withdraw from the race.
I don't think that quite a number of us, especially those political watchers, had actually anticipated this coming. It's a huge indictment to the process.
However, spokesperson for the Baumia campaign, Nana Kumia, seemed to have anticipated this move.
We believe it's a good step that Honorable Alan Kyeremanteng has taken.
Spokesperson for the Alan Kyeremanteng campaign, Yabuabina Samoa, says the decision should be seen as a courageous act.
Mr. Kyeremanteng is not going to deny himself to the people of Ghana. He said that he consult, and after consultation, he will come out and define his role.
Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, Haruna Mohammed, says the party is yet to be formally informed.
We have not officially received any communication from Mr. Alan Kyeremanteng.
Maxwell Agbagba with that report. Meanwhile, the election committee of the party is expected to ballot for positions for the November 4 National Delegates Conference later today. We'll bring you details of that in subsequent bulletins. Now, moving on, former NDC MP for Tamale Central, Inusa Fuseni, says the current probe by Parliament must not be turned into a trial of the IGP, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare. Chairman of the committee, Samuel Atta Achia, has already hinted that the IGP may be invited to appear before for it after some senior police officers at the center of the controversy alleged he may have orchestrated the recording and leaking of the tape. We'll hear from Inusa Fuseni shortly. First, listen to Chairman Atachia, who says the committee does not rule out inviting IGP Dampare to give testimony.
It should not be one-sided, so it's a likelihood. If the presence of the individual will give relevance to the fact-finding exercise, we will do that.
So when are you likely to invite the IGP?
There will be the necessity to bring some people here. And if we have to bring the IGP, we'll do so.
But speaking to JoyNews, the former chairman of the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament, Inusa Fuseni, cautioned the committee not to lose focus and turn this into a public trial of the IGP.
There's a conscious, deliberate effort to shift the terms of reference in this matter to the trial of the IGP. It's very conscious and deliberate. The fear is that it diverts attention from the criminal activities of those who met to the.
Now, security analyst Dr. Ishmael Norman, however, disagrees with Inusa Fuseni on inviting the IGP to appear before the committee, although he backs his insistence that there should be no in-camera hearings.
There are real systemic problems in the police service.
It appears that the possibilities on the table of its ad hoc committee includes an invitation to the IGP. Is it something you would recommend? Do you subscribe to that?
I totally recommend that and I support that. Only thing I don't like about the decision that the committee has taken is to do in-camera sessions.
Security analyst Dr. Ishmael Norman speaking with my colleague Emefa Apau. The Ghana Highway Authority says it is taking steps to eliminate deadly threats posed by decommissioned toll booths on the Accra-Tema motorway. Director of Road Safety and Environment at the authority says contractors will be moving in to deal with the danger on the road from Thursday. This is after the Motor Traffic and Transport Department reported 12 people dying on the stretch in the last 2 years. The latest was on Sunday when a driver's mate died on the spot after his boss crashed into one of the booths. Carlos Coloni reports.
This is the state of the toll booth on the Accra-Tema stretch of the motorway after a fuel tanker plunged into it at around 5 o'clock a.m. Sunday. The driver's mate died on the spot and the driver critically injured. Some eyewitnesses recount the incident.
Yesterday, 5 o'clock a.m., we did car inside where we hear boom, where we come out. Where we come out now, we see some tanker we get the accident. We go commode the driver. They made the die. So around 10 to 11, and we did inside too. And we hear another bang. Where we come out now, we see this car to get some accident.
Here's Director of Road Safety and Environment at the Ghana Highway Authority, Joseph Achu America, saying contractors will be moving in on Thursday to deal with the booths on the road.
We are going to limit movement to the 2 lanes, specifically on the concrete section, and then we'll block accesses to the other 2 books and make sure that you can have a free movement through that section.
The Forestry Commission has admitted it is struggling to fully control 3 of the 34 forest reserves in the country. This is coming days after the first part of our hotline documentary, Forest and the Siege, highlighting the continuous destruction of the Paprama Forest Reserve in the Ashanti region. Residents claim companies and individuals enter the forest with permit from state institutions under the pretext of land reclamation, but were found engaging in mining activities. Erastus Asaridonko reports.
This is the Kobro community, an old town which sits deep within the Pamprama Forest Reserve. Residents still have fresh memories of how the destruction of the Kobro section of the reserve started in 2018. One by one, they tell me of how the late Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Sir John, in 2018 convinced the townsfolk that the government was undertaking a reclamation exercise in the forest.
Initially, they said they were covering pits, but then they started building settlements.
Well, the Forestry Commission has been commenting on the findings. My colleague Samuel Imbura joins me with excerpts of a 3-page document. Samuel, what's contained in this document?
The Commission said of the 34 forest reserves across the country, many suffered incidences of illegal gold mining, and that apart from 3 of these reserves where the Forestry Commission had challenges in dealing with the situation. The other 31 reserves were fairly under the control of the Forestry Commission, notwithstanding occasional incursions by illegal miners. The Apamprama Forest Reserve is one of the 3 forest reserves where the Commission had challenges due to the associated violence exhibited by the armed perpetrators, in addition to the Oda River and the Subin Shelter Belt Forest Reserves. However, the Commission says they have trained about 964 frontline field officers and have procured 1,000 pump action guns to boost morale and capacity of frontline staff to protect forest reserves in the country.
Thank you so much, Samuel Imburu. And before we go, Nigeria's Presidential Election Tribunal is due to rule today on whether Bola Tinubu should stay as president after 2 rivals challenged his victory in February's disputed vote. There have been numerous legal challenges to the outcome of previous Nigerian presidential elections, but none have succeeded. Most political observers expect the tribunal to uphold Tinubu's win. Atiku Abubakar of the People Democratic Party and Labour Party's Peter Obi asked the court to invalidate the election, alleging irregularities, and accused the electoral body of breaching the law by failing to use electronic machines to upload polling station results, among other criticism. Now, that's all for this bulletin. In our top story, the New Patriotic Party says Alan Kyeremanteng is here to officially communicate his withdrawal from the flag bearership race to the party as it readies for balloting for the November 4 election. There's more coming up in business. I am Amazing Amiche Thompson. Please stay.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Hey, sorry. Chairman. Hey, Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Access Flexible Loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Your preferred retirement partner, Apex Trustee, offers you an unmatched pension administration service that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. Our Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme will help you achieve financial peace of mind during retirement. Apex Trustee provides employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes, seeking to outsource the day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start the quality lifestyle journey you envisage for your retirement now. Call us on 0504 368048 or 0256 793330. Apex Trustee, a joyous retirement begins here.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
Yeah, Charlie, so many vibes and I bought 10 father, my sanaba. My mini papa, and you're not for more fear anymore, more acquaintum. Trebiania, so I'm any scaco fear and fancy that near fear for before Javasi no parking. Ebemen Sujai Casa. Thanks to Sukasa, how hard to your nature. Sukasa see out there, brony friend, affordable luxury homes, or more 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, where you're fully gated or grants and communities, or more malls, clubhouse, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. Almost with flexible payments, and yeah, I know my dear at Dow Casa, plus 100% guaranteed cashback. Yes, 100% guaranteed cashback. No quick finances stories. Contact Sukasa right now through phone calls or WhatsApp on 030-296-0865 and 055-369-7886. Charlie's social media so more, baby. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube at Sukasa GH. Email Susie at info@sukasa.com.gh. Sukasa, building on trust.
Kwame! Yes, ma. Inswane beto, shona to ball and kogu garden him na inswane fanning ko. What?
Yo, matema. Aji, mawo, obimro.
Awo, Kwame. Yeah, I'm out me bana pro.
Wa she, sisan super wate. Je zoom lion ball konko nubi. Na ma zoom lion fa ball no. Never star 857 hash. Tia ball aneka.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry. With a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara be fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 29 September 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Don't you worry, just be happy.
Just be happy as much as you can. Yeah, well, I wonder whether the Alan camp is playing that song today.
Wondering too.
Have you seen those cartoon strips? You know, the ones that are trying to convince people to not to give up, right? And they show maybe two miners digging for gold, right?
Okay.
And then one of them is maybe about 2 meters away from striking gold, right? And he's still digging. The other one is maybe 2 inches away from striking gold, but has given up and is walking away, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen those little illustrations, and the caption is "Don't give up." Basically, you might be just one axe throw away from hitting gold, right? So don't give up.
Don't give up.
There are some who are wondering whether that's what Alan has done. Has he given up just before the delegates finally gave him the endorsement that he has always believed they will give him?
It makes you wonder. Or he has a different game plan. I don't know. What do you think, Ojo?
That he might want to run as an independent
That's
or something.
Some other people are saying.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Ghanaians are keen to vote for Alan Kyeremanteng as president? Like, do you think Ghanaians are picturing their president and it's Alan's face they see?
I can't say for sure.
Okay.
But it would make the 2024 elections pretty interesting, wouldn't it?
It would.
If we had an independent candidate out there.
It's already interesting. Also, the Forestry Commission has written, a statement thanking Multimedia for our documentary on the Upper Prama Forest. They've also been talking about some things that they themselves have been doing to combat,
You don't sound impressed.
I'm not.
You are impressed.
I'm not impressed. What is Sabutizi saying?
He's asking if I am impressed.
Are you?
Are you impressed?
Let's hear their response, Kojo.
Well, we don't have their response.
Okay.
I was just going to remind you of what our documentary revealed.
The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has, through the agency of the Forestry Commission, with the assistance of the military, made the effort to cordon off all 294 sites of forest reserves in the country and rid them of illegal mining.
You remember when the president said this? Then Akunta mining went into a forest reserve. Then Heritage and who God knows who else went into forest reserves when they were supposed to be cordoned off.
Yeah, and well, speaking of the president, I thought I saw him, was it yesterday, speak at the climate conference in Kenya where he said that we've made progress in fighting illegal mining.
What he did say was that there has been a ban. He said that they have instituted a ban on illegal mining. And then he mentioned a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of it, he said that all these policies have helped, or have helped Ghana make progress in combating climate change.
Okay.
That's what he said. So he didn't specifically say that we've made progress with Galamsey. He said we have banned Galamsey, which is a strange thing to say because Galamsey is already illegal. Anyway, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Time now for the Joy Business Report, brought to you by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
And coming out this morning on the Joy Business Report, total value of secured loans granted and registered by banks and specialized deposit-taking institutions reaches almost 6 billion cedis at the end of June this year. Also, government borrowed 11.90 billion cedis via T-bills in August, a 3.21% increase over the previous month. Also coming up, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta expresses optimism of Ghana's ability to secure the second tranche of $600 million International Monetary Fund bailout package. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. First up, total value of loans secured through the collateral registry reached almost 6 billion cedis at the end of June this year. George Riafe has more on the latest report released by the Bank of Ghana.
The report showed that almost 6 billion Ghana cedis were disbursed from March to June this year and were based on items that were submitted to the collateral registry to cover this credit. This amount represents more than 15% jump over what was given in the same period for last year. Commercial banks accounted for almost 5 billion Ghana cedis. This credit, with special deposit-taking institutions accounting for the rest. The report also revealed that the total number of collateral registered went up by more than 15% to hit over 50,000 items. More than half of the searches on these items came from persons that wanted credit from savings and loans companies. The Collateral Registry is a body established by the Bank of Ghana under the Borrowers and Lenders Act to help borrowers register their movable and non-movable assets to help secure credit from financial institutions in the country.
George Riafe with that report. Government borrowed 11.90 billion cedis via treasury bills in August. This is a 3.21% increase over the previous month. On a monthly basis, yields on the 91-day and 182-day bills surged 178 basis points and 147 basis points respectively to 27.02% and 28.62%. Analysts foresee investors bidding higher yields for the T-bills in September as the government continues to show signs of reliance on money market funding. Meanwhile, the government plans to borrow 2.60 billion cedis on the money market this Friday to refinance maturing T-bills worth 2.43 billion cedis. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has expressed optimism Ghana would secure the second tranche of the $600 million International Monetary Fund bailout package. According to him, the country has shown progress in meeting its conditionalities. He explained that the government is ready for the IMF mission to assess the progress of the country's economic recovery. He was speaking at the Ghana Investment Promotion Centre's third CEO's breakfast meeting.
With regards to the fund, I think we have done well, and we continue to do. We're going to have our first review after the approval in November. So we are working, as we say in Ghana, assiduously to make sure that we are able to meet that, and I believe that we will. There are a lot of conditions to be met, but that's what we are here for.
That was Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. A professor of finance, Elikulimi Agboy, is warning that proposals to increase the contributions of Social Security and National Insurance Trust will be seriously opposed by workers. This follows announcement by the National Pensions Regulatory Authority that it welcomes proposals to increase the contributions to help sustain the pension scheme. But Professor Agboy says the current state of the economy may not support that.
If the pension funds can actually invest well and generate sufficient returns, we don't need to increase pension contributions. If they can manage the operations very well, we don't need to increase pension contributions. Increasing pension contributions now may be something that may be difficult for employees to swallow. Given the challenges we are going through, increasing the contributions now will be very difficult, and I foresee that labor unions may probably actually agitate against an increase in pension contributions at this moment.
Elikulimi Agboy is a finance professor. Access Bank Ghana and Deloitte Ghana have begun the SME Business Interaction Series. The project, which is aimed at helping small businesses with funding, will provide money to expand the operations of 10,000 small and medium enterprises. Group Head of Business Banking at Access Bank Ghana, Kafi Bimpe, speaking to Joy Business, said the project is designed to train SMEs on bookkeeping, taxation, and governance.
We are so committed to the development of SMEs. We want to bring them to the levels that we see globally, growing them to become major multinationals. So over the years, we have provided a number of imperatives for them, including migrating them to digital space, including giving them access to market, provided finance to them. Today, it's a first of its kind. We started our business interaction series, and we have brought on board Deloitte Ghana.
Group Head of Business Banking at Access Bank Ghana, Kafi Bimpe. Now, Coordinator of Alliances for Action Value Chain Development Program at the International Trade Center in Accra, Laria Tipo, is urging tree crop farmers to consider practicing sustainable forms of farming to help increase yield. According to him, having certain products like coffee and cocoa mixed with other crops on the farm is an effective way to increase farm yields whilst cutting down on cost. He believes that Ghana has the best lands for such farming practices.
That we increase the yield, we grow the coffee with other things so that you don't need to have large farms in order to have large yields and income. People can grow coffee together with other crops, and we align all of them in a manner that they get into the market. So from 1 hectare, the person can get almost 1 hectare of coffee, 1 hectare of something else, because we do the agronomy in such a way that the crops complement each other and have commercial value. So for a young person who wants to go into coffee, yes, you have your coffee, but you have other things and you optimize the income. So the labor that you need to weed, to tend is the same because, it's the same land.
Larry Atipo there, Coordinator of Alliances for Action Value Chain Development Program at the International Trade Center in Ghana. Now, if you're looking for a definition of resilience, then you should meet Sewa Jemfi-Duku, who is CEO of one of Ghana's fastest growing restaurants, Chop Shop. Despite the challenging business environment, the former banker has become successful in establishing a chain of restaurants. Now, this Wednesday on the Joy Business Van, Sewa will share insights about the food and dining industry and how to stay on top.
Hello there, Joy Business Van. My name is Sewa Jemfi-Duku, founder and owner of the good food brand Chop Shop. Welcome to our airport residential branch. Come in with me. So prior to Chop Shop, I was working in the bank. I've been working in the bank for the past 5 years. And even when I started running the business, I was still in the bank till I finally decided that the business needed me, and so I had to move. I love it when people are happy. You know, I love putting smiles on the faces of people. And so what better way to do it than to, you know, offer amazing recipes that suits the heart. So that's my main purpose for getting into the food business.
So catch the full episode 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report, 5 p.m. on Business Live on the JoyNews channel. Let's check the markets as we wrap up this morning. On the currency market, the dollar going for 11 cedis 53 pesos. The cedi losing ground slightly there on the forex or retail market. Also, the pound going for 14 cedis 75 pesos. The euro going for 12 cedis 48 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil selling today at $90 a barrel after going up from yesterday's trading. Gold trading at $1,926 an ounce. Cocoa increased by $44 to open trading at $3,649 a ton. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Carl. Thanks for doing the listening. And here's Kojo Yankson. He's going to continue with the Super Money Show.
Yes.
I was told you're going to play something from Daughters because I know you love them. You love
them. I'm addicted. Yes. It's a good addiction to have.
Yeah. For some reason, I was also thinking Daughters this morning. So,
Oh, great minds think alike. Oh, by the way, guess who our guests are on the show today? The oldest Ghanaian-owned bank. 70 years.
70 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. When they started off, they were actually also playing the role of central bank for some time. And then when Bank of Ghana was set up after independence, then they started to do the commercial thing instead. And that's why they have so many branches, And they'll be here today to tell us about their 70-year journey. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Okay then. So, shall we get into it with our inspirational song brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. Daughters, right?
What are we playing?
Babery.
Wow.
Mama
that's
V,
I.
you are very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, let's get to it.
Our Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by JoyNews and Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Please avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Drive safe.
What's the state of those traffic lights?
Same.
That's right. Mobile.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Ray. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. But if, for example, somebody fails to perform its role, I mean, like an institution or an individual specifically, and people die at these traffic lights, can they be directly held responsible for it?
It's such a pity that
it's not. You see, you can say that. Well, we fixed it, but an accident happened. That's different. If it's a deliberate gross negligence on the side of the people who refuse to act, consistently being told, media publications and all of the other happenings around this, and yet they continue to let it be. Can't they be held criminally liable for it?
It's such a pity that your question has to include the words "can't they." It's like we don't even know whether we are capable of holding people to account. We don't know. We have to ask. Let's learn how to say it right. It's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
I have noticed these two words that people often get mixed up: syllabus and syllables. These two words have nothing in common except the fact that they sound a little similar. A syllabus, SYLLABUS, is a plan showing the subjects and resources to be studied in a particular course. Syllables, SYLLABLES, however, is the plural for syllable, one of the parts into which a word can be separated using its sounds. For example, the word paper has two syllables, pay and p. Particle is made up of three syllables, pa, te, and kul. Interestingly, the word syllabus was created purely by accident. Someone in ancient Greece misread the word setibus, which means parchment label or table of contents, and nobody corrected him, so the word syllabus was born. Fascinating, right? Well, syllable, on the other hand, has French origins. It evolved from the word sylambanen, which means to hold together. Two words are at play here: sin, which means together, and lambanen, which means to take. Syllables, of course, come together to form words. So there, simple. And that's a two-syllable word, simple. That's also how you say it right. She's neither corporate nor a governor. All right, so there you go. Let's get into the news review. It's brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Now, the Daily Graphic is reporting this morning Alan Kyeremanteng withdraws from the NPP presidential race. OSP freezes Cecilia Dapa's accounts again. Premise fuel system automated. Move to check hoarding, ensure transparency. And as a vice president, slotting a card in an automated premise fuel dispensing and monitoring outlet at Elmina to symbolically mark the inauguration of the 50 facilities across the country. So those are the main stories on the front page. The back page: the State Housing Company Limited has inaugurated a 40-unit flats. It's called the Legacy Court at Adenta for sale to the public. We were talking about this prior to,
because we saw the video
the
on
three
Joy News.
Yes,
this morning.
and 4-bedroom flats were constructed from the internally generated resources of the SHC without government financing. The flats, which are the 7th batch of courts to be completed by the SHC in the last 7 years, were constructed to meet government's green environment agenda. And they also have a sports complex. So you get what you were talking about, tennis court, right?
Yes.
And a community market. Except that, I was about to say.
It looked nice. We should go check them out and find out the prices.
Yes, I did not see anything on pricing here because it's important. Predominantly, governments are largely the ones who take charge of council houses, affordable houses, because the ordinary investor may not have the long-term financing to be able to do it. So that costing range and affordable housing is defined by the person who having to dole out money to go and pay. 30% of your earnings should be used for that. So if it exceeds 30% of your earnings, and if it happens to be in dollars, converted in the minds of the people into cedis and being paid for, it might be different altogether. But we should be clearly indicating that we have failed woefully in the area of providing houses for our people. Sometimes you're unsure in your mind what the criteria and what the standards are supposed to be. Look at the affordable houses plan as far back as John Kufuor's time. We have been struggling to complete them. Sometimes we have completed part of it, from Kyerematen straight to Kufuor, straight to the ones that we had close by. Then the monumental failure that sits before us more recently is the Saglemi one.
Yeah.
Hopefully these ones do not become like those other projects that we have consistently failed in doing so. This is why landlords and their other groupings are providing terrible housing and yet charging exorbitant money for it.
And it's not like we haven't done affordable housing right in Ghana before.
Yeah.
Tema.
Oh,
The
even
whole
in
of
my
Tema.
hometown, Angloga, we have low-cost houses. Yeah.
So we've done it before. We know how it's done. We understand what goes into it and what and who it should be made available to in order for it to make a difference. We know this, but we act like it's an uncrackable formula for us. We can't figure it out.
On the other side, there are very expensive houses sitting in areas in this country that nobody is occupying. They are not even paying the usual property tax. Elsewhere, you will not keep your house empty for God knows how long.
You can't.
Yes, because it will make sense at all.
The tax will make it, illogical for you to keep it empty. You must find a tenant.
Yes.
So you get someone to live there at whatever price.
But in the Republic of Ghana, if you do not go for it this week, next week they increase the price. Sometimes the economics I don't understand, but anyway.
It's as if it's not humans in the market they are selling to. It doesn't make sense.
But isn't it our own fault? Because somebody is ready to pay what you are not willing to pay. It's not even what you're not willing to pay, what you cannot afford to pay. Somebody is ready to pay double.
I don't know if that's the case because the houses are empty.
Yeah, and because people are not buying like the way.
So those are the luxurious ones you're talking about.
Yeah, and that term should be, we use it loosely, really. That term, if you see what they call luxurious in the areas they're talking about, come on.
Exorbitant is a more accurate word.
Anyway, but the other story, perhaps the biggest story from yesterday.
Alan cashed out.
No, not cash out. Cash out would suggest that some transaction took place.
Or maybe you meant Alan Cash crashed out.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm not sure.
But he's certainly out.
Yes, and he cited intimidation and various acts of violence unleashed on his supporters in the recent Super Delegates Conference. Indeed, this, according to Graphic, is a reenactment of the 2007 Congress at the University of Ghana, and I was there anyway, during which Mr. Kyerematen voluntarily stepped down for his closest contender, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, after neither of them could pass the 50% required mark. This time, Mr. Kyerematen is withdrawing in protest, and he was quite clear in the statement that he issued based on that. And there's a point that he says his analysis of what happened prior to, during, and after that Super Delegates Congress shows that there's an orchestration to make one person win this particular exercise. And he believes that what happened that time, that nothing has convinced him that it will not be repeated going into the future. So one of the reasons why he believes that he cannot be part of this election. Of course, after that, many people have actually started talking about what are the options available. We do know, and if you have if you are very close to that camp, you would know that there were several options on the table. You would know that he had done consultation right from the powerful people in Kumasi straight down to the big people who sometimes sit at the Abri end, and all of the major power blockers in the party, if you consider them in this case, they all had engagements with the man. And well, I'm not sure he did with the president, who is not around, or perhaps the man who led in the Super Delegates Congress too. I'm not sure he was also consulted in this decision making. But what he also left open is the future of Alan Kyeremanteng in Ghana's politics. And that's what he said. He didn't say in NPP's politics. He didn't say in contesting this election. He said the future of Kyeremanteng in Ghana's politics. That gave some people the indication that an option which was on the table right from the beginning, whether or not Alan Kyeremanteng was better off leaving his party and forming or going independent. The clearest example that has been given in recent times has been people looking to Nigeria and say, see what Mr. Obi did.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he galvanized a certain huge support from people outside of his own political party, even though he had been in the race and wanted to be running mate along the line. That's Mr. Obi. That's on the table. I'm not so sure whether to him that would be a very wonderful plan he's considering. Others are also saying, listen, maybe wait your turn. If there's still time on your hands, if age is still your good friend, you may be able to come back in the nearest future. Some say your party may even lose the next election anyway. So if you wait, you can galvanize and do better elections. At that time, the slate would have been even a little bit. The playing field, the resource matrix wouldn't have been so tilted towards one side. So perhaps you do better going in that particular one. Nobody is appointing 16,000 or appointed 16,000 people in times past and can whip them in line going into that election. So that may also help you do better in the future. All of those were on the table. What happened, and people had referenced, he was supposed to do a press conference, then it was cancelled until the statement was finally issued. It shows some level of disagreements within the team. Let's not get it wrong. There are some people who immediately after that statement was issued, some very key members of the team, started sharing the elephant symbol. And you would know from that grouping that those are the people who say, no, we are staying. We are not leaving. There are also some who are of the opinion that, well, this should be the end of the game anyway. We should move in a more distinct way so that you show you.
Logistically speaking, regardless of who wins next year, is there a way back for Alan in the NPP? Is there a way back? I'm talking about
to leave the party.
No, I mean a way back to being presidential candidate. Okay, I'm talking about the constraint of time. He's 60.
I would think that this is the end of the road.
So whoever becomes flag bearer is going to be flag bearer for at least 2 elections, whether they win or not. The way that party works.
Can you withdraw twice and come back?
No, but he's not withdrawing from the party.
Yes, I know.
He's just withdrawing from the race.
I get it.
Okay, so I mean, it's not like what he did, the first time around, which he's still being criticized for. But this time around, he's just saying, look, I'm not going to contest anymore because I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, but the first time was also a withdrawal. It was like I'm stepping aside and allowing you.
Oh, no, okay, so you're not talking about that from the party. You're talking about when he said Akufo-Addo can go because, that of course, that's that he didn't want to subject the people to the torture of another election. So let's move
trust him and follow him the next time.
I thought that was a good thing, rather. I mean, see, if politics is the means to an end, what's the end here? The end is that the development of this country should be assured, and a grouping like a political party will be able to do so. And political parties have a guarantee that for some time. You're asking whether the political party NPP would have Alan coming in. We know in this republic, from what's happened over the period, and we all do know, prior to 2008, there was no relevant name in the NPP called Mahmoud Bawumia.
True.
Because it takes time and energy for people to build up candidates and put them there. And sometimes it's the support base who is behind you. If you get the right people pushing you, it won't take a time for you to bounce back. No matter your history, even within the space. Let's not forget, not long ago, no matter the amount of money he had, Kennedy Agyapong did not look like a presidential candidate to anybody. But today, nobody can dismiss him from that election. So as for being able to bounce back, regardless of your history, we cannot dismiss anybody on any plan.
Yeah. You see, the thing about politics is that the same action done at a different time can be wrong, right? You do it at a certain time and it's right. You do it at another time and it's wrong. Like stepping down or withdrawing from a race. You have to ask yourself. I mean, if he had withdrawn right after the top 6 were announced, right?
if he had withdrawn then, how would it have looked? What would people have said? Would they have said, oh, his bitterness, he came third, he doesn't like it, that's why? This time, what he did was he went round, he went to visit his guy who had been injured, did all of those things, and then made it look like as a result of reflection, this is the decision he's come to. For those who follow him, it's more palatable. It seems like he chose a better time to do it. But there are others who are still saying that he should have waited and let the delegates also tell the world what they think of the options available to them and see where he would place in that. And that would have been more of a barometer for even his own uncertainties about whether this party will ever choose him to lead them. Okay.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, this is the time he chose to do it.
Some are indicating, in 1979, there was UNC and PFP, Paoli versus Victor Usu. Some are saying that this is perhaps a replay of that particular incident where when he, which is less likely, when he breaks off and forms a different party and goes into that election, it will be a replay of that incident coming into there. And the power blocks that fed those areas, the ethnic backgrounds and the things that made it possible. So we live to see how this will pan out anyway. And today, the MPP is actually going ahead with balloting.
Yeah, because they say that they have not officially received information from Alan's camp that he's withdrawing from the race. Well, front page of the Daily Guide newspaper has this story that's also been trending. Galamsey ban reducing carbon emission, according to our president as he was speaking in Kenya. And then SP, that's a special prosecutor, refreezes Cecilia Dapa accounts. So these are the two stories that I want to highlight in the paper this morning.
Okay.
There's something you want to say?
I'll let you do the highlighting first.
Okay. All right. So first on Cecilia Dapa. Let's go with Cecilia Dapa. It says the Office of the Special Prosecutor has once again frozen the bank accounts of former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Cecilia Dapa. The OSP indicated in a statement yesterday that it had complied with the August 31, 2023 ruling of an Accra High Court by unfreezing the accounts. The statement also indicated that the 2.73 million Ghana cedis and $590,000 that officers of the OSP had seized at the Abilinkpe residence of the former minister had been returned to her. But in somewhat surprising turn of events, a statement signed by Special Prosecutor Kisia Japan states that the accounts have once again been frozen and money seized at her residence, which were temporarily returned to her, have also been seized as investigations into corruption and corruption-related offences continue against her.
So they went back and found the money still there and seized it again.
or perhaps they put a dampener on and say, no, we can still identify this money, so bring it back to us. There are people are raising questions about, what it says about the ruling of the court and the difficulties that may present along the line. I've seen a very senior lawyer, a law lecturer, right, that it doesn't look good. You should not be seen acting in those ways. My ultimate question is that, what does it further? The fight against corruption? The protection of our resources. What's the ultimate goal here?
It means we'll see the special prosecutor go to court again.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how this plays out. In a related development, though, you know that there are people who are being tried for allegedly stealing from Cecilia Dapa, right? Okay, so it says that 3 of those who were previously granted bail by a circuit court here in Accra for stealing amounts of monies, 1 million and several millions of Ghana cedis from Cecilia Dapa's residence, they haven't been able to meet the bail conditions. So even though they've been granted bail, 3 of them are still in custody.
Okay, so that Galamsey story, maybe we'll talk about it on SMS break. But right now, the online review is brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
So experience true convenience with a Zenith Visa or MasterCard today. Conveniently shop online, make payments at retail outlets locally and internationally, and effect transactions on ATMs here in Ghana and abroad, all with your Zenith Visa or MasterCard. Don't just hear about it, experience it. Get your Zenith Visa or MasterCard today at any Zenith Bank branch and experience the true convenience of card payment. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
All right. Well, forgive me.
NPP has to take issues raised by Alan and others seriously. Professor Mensah is the one saying this. There's an NDC story here. What does it say? It's an honor if people see me as a potential NDC running mate. Zanetta Rawlings is the one saying this. I guess somebody asked her about it. And all the details are there. CityNewsroom.com says, disclose total cash seized from Cecilia Dapa to energize corruption fight. Martin Kwebu is the one calling for that from the OSP.
He's been consistent on that.
Yeah. All right, then. The BBC News is brought to us now by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
I sat up as the pleasant aroma wafted through the cracks in the door and into my living space. Whatever it was, smelled heavenly. I felt my palates open up to receive this very welcome guest. I mean, I had to taste. And as I rolled it around in my mouth, I realized I just loved the texture. And just like that, it was down my throat and giving my body life. I wanted more. Lele rice does that to me every single time. Thanks, baby, for cooking today.
You're welcome. And as we continue to enjoy our favorite rice, Lele reminds us to observe all COVID-19 safety protocols because COVID-19 is still around. Lele, tasty food, happy family.
This advert is FDA approved.
In an era where the business environment is constantly changing, the need for accounting and finance professionals who can guide and lead organizations to sustainable success is critical. The good news is, CIMA's CGMA designation, held by over 150,000 professionals globally, delivers the skills, competencies, and mindsets that employers require. Learn more about the CGMA designation at www.aicpa-cima.com or email accra@aicpa-cima.com.
Whether I'm passing by the food market, visiting the salon, or filling up my tank for a spontaneous adventure with old friends in a new city. When asked, cash or card? It's always card for me. I switched from cash to card for all my payments with MasterCard. Now I get to do what I enjoy with ease.
Switch from cash to card for all your payments with MasterCard. MasterCard, the secure and convenient way to pay.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex Tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Sintex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Sintex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Sintex Tank. Sintex Tank, stress-free. Sintex Tank, reliable. Sintex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244-335-168, Kumasi 0505-555-666, or visit sintexgh.com. Sintex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Ambroseti Forum, where power brokers from across the world gather to talk geopolitics. In this era of deepening great power rivalries, one key talking point is America's future political direction, ahead of another presidential election season. My guest is Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, a key ally of Donald Trump. Is the seemingly never-ending Trump soap opera about to plunge the US into turmoil?
It goes this way. There's a dark side to Donald Trump. And to be honest with you, he was a very good president from my point of view. I'm sticking with him because I saw what he did.
That's Senator Lindsey Graham on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. Lawyers for the former leader of the far-right Proud Boys group in the United States says they'll appeal against his 22-year jail sentence. Enrico Tarrio's prison term is the longest of any handed down to the hundreds of people convicted for storming Congress in January 2021. The judge said he was the main organiser, but John Sudworth, who was watching the sentencing, says Tarrio expressed regret for what he'd done.
This was a very different Enrique Tarrio speaking to the court. He was contrite, at times emotional, sometimes choking up, and nothing proud about him at all. He said that January the 6th was now, with hindsight, he realised, a national embarrassment. And to the visible shock, he admitted that Donald Trump did not win the 2020 election.
An EU court is due to deliver its judgment in a case brought by a family of Syrian refugees against the European border agency Frontex. The family was forcibly removed from Greece to Turkey by the agency in 2016. Bethany Bell has more details.
This is a case about a Syrian family, a husband, a wife and 4 small children who arrived in Greece back in October 2016. 11 days after they arrived in Greece, their lawyers say the family was put on a plane to Turkey by Frontex, the EU's border control agency, and Greek authorities without being able to apply for asylum. And that, the lawyers say, goes against EU laws on human and fundamental rights.
The Brazilian president has promised federal government help for the state of Rio Grande do Sul, where more than 20 people have been killed by a fierce storm. Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva said he would assist in whatever way was necessary. Most of the dead were in the town of Mucum. The governor, Eduardo Leite, described the cyclone as the state's worst ever weather disaster.
Centenas de pessoas foram salvas, centenas de pessoas foram resgatadas.
Hundreds of people were saved, hundreds of people were rescued. But unfortunately, I've now received information that 15 bodies have been located in the town of Mucum. This causes us immense pain. It raises the number of dead to 21, already making it the highest death toll in a weather event in the state of Rio Grande do Sul.
An election tribunal in Nigeria is due to deliver its judgment within the next few hours on challenges to the outcome of February's presidential poll. The victory of Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress is disputed by his 2 main opponents. Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar want the court to nullify the election because of alleged irregularities. The tribunal has the power to annul the ballot and call for a rerun. BBC News. One of the world's biggest car makers, Toyota, says a lack of computer disk space forced the shutdown of all its factories in Japan last month. The stoppage lasted for a day and affected 14 sites. The company said servers used to process part orders broke down. It also confirmed that the incident was not caused by a cyber attack. Ukrainian officials say 1 person has been killed during the latest Russian attack on the Danube River port of Izmail. The governor of the Odessa region said infrastructure facilities were damaged by the strikes, which lasted 3 hours. Izmail lies on an important export route for Ukraine since Russia pulled out of a deal guaranteeing safe passage for grain shipments across the Black Sea. British politicians have urged the Prime Minister to raise the case of a Scottish man facing the death penalty in India when he attends this week's G20 summit in Delhi. More than 70 members of Parliament have called on Rishi Sunak to press for Jagtar Singh Johal to be freed. More details from Damien Grammaticus.
In their letter, the MPs say Jagtar Singh Johal is a British citizen born and bred in Scotland who was arrested, severely tortured and made to sign blank pieces of paper in India in 2017. Mr Johal used to document abuses against Sikhs. He now faces the death penalty, accused of links to political murders. The MPs say his detention lacks any legal basis and Mr Sunak should call for his release.
A man is facing federal charges in the United States after trying to cross the Atlantic in a vessel resembling a human-powered hamster wheel. The authorities found Reza Baluchi more than 100 kilometres off the coast of Georgia. When they tried to stop him, he falsely claimed to have a bomb on board. The Iranian-born former athlete has attempted 3 other voyages in homemade, self-propelled vessels. All have ended in failure. BBC News.
Welcome to Hard Talk from the BBC World Service with me.
Having a night out with your friends at the new bar in town, that's enjoyment. Getting massaged at the most relaxing spa session, that's enjoyment. And if you are paying with your Fidelity Visa card, then we are about to kill you with more enjoyment. Fidelity Rewards is here. Earn points every time you use your Visa card. Points can be used to redeem airline tickets, phones, tablets, gift vouchers, Visa merchandise, and make hotel reservations. And when you spend 100 Ghana cedis or more at Starbites, Melcom, Pizza Man Chicken Man, Cheesy Pizza, Honeysuckle, or any supermarket, you get cash back. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch today. Get your Visa card, then go to www.fidelitybank.com.gh to register for the loyalty program. Enjoyment awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASSCE, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731. Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
He's up bright and early, serving your premium morning radio show. The Morning Man. It's the Morning Man, Kojo Jackson.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show.
Okay, again. Oh God, what a talent! I think I saw an interview of not an interview, some post of a lady who said he asked her out in uni and she turned him down, and now she's regretting it. Yes.
But how was that he was going to turn out the way? I mean, those are decisions you make based on the evidence available to you.
It's a gamble you make.
Yes.
And Ulo to Antoa.
So I mean, clearly he could have been something else.
Anyways, the Super Morning Show on Joy, and the president says
we placed a ban on illegal mining, the phenomenon we call galamsey, which was destroying our water bodies, vegetation, and our forests. Some 20,000 young people have been engaged to plant more than 30 million trees in 2 years to create jobs and restore degraded land. These policy initiatives are already using positive results to the attainment of the SDG goals, particularly the goal of reducing our carbon emissions.
Yeah. So they have banned illegal mining, and then they've planted some trees, and it's yielding positive results.
As for the planting of trees, I think it's a good idea, and I'm just not sure why we should get 20,000 people planting trees anyway. I mean, I hope you get my point. I'm just not sure in this age
Many
where
hands make light work.
Well, I mean, see, but okay, if they say it's creating jobs, maybe that may help out. But I am not so sure about this ban on illegal mining thing. Sometimes it appears what's on the ground is not necessarily what the president has as information at the highest level. The ban, if there is anything like that, is only existing in name. And we have shown evidence virtually every month in this company. So why is the president getting his evidence?
So when you say you have placed a ban on illegal mining, what do you actually mean? Isn't it already illegal?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. We have reinforced the ban.
We're banning something that's already legal. That's interesting.
Well, okay. Today we'll talk about this, and of course the Forestry Commission's response to Forests Under Siege, the latest hotline documentary from JoyNews, which reveals that galamsey is still alive and well in our forest reserves. No surprise, since Parliament passed a law to open up these forest reserves just last year, November, and within days of passing the law, some people got concessions to go inside.
Yeah.
Charlie Ghana. Also, our friends are joining us today. The 70-year-old bank that you find branches of everywhere in the country. At some point in our history, you go into a small town, and the two government structures you find are the post office and a branch of that bank.
Yeah. Shall we do riddle?
Riddle. Which bank are we talking about? Yeah. Send your answers through. Use the hashtag JoySMS. We'd love to see your thoughts
Kojo
on
will
that.
send you some 70 momo.
I'll add one CD to the 69. Yeah. All right. Also, Alan steps aside. What does that mean? That's all to come on the Super Morning Show. Stay tuned. It's all unfolding right here on Joy 99.7 FM.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Let me tell you about the Sukasao Grandson Communities Affordable Luxury Housing Projects. They've got the affordable housing units on sale now. Is a 3-bedroom unit with an outhouse, starting price $97,500 USD, or its prevalent city equivalent. And there's also a 4-bedroom unit with an outhouse, starting at $195,000 USD, or its prevalent city equivalent. They also have various convenient payment options. Projects are presently at East Legon Hills and Ayimensa. You can find Sukasa on the Lagos Avenue in East Legon. Call them on 030-296-0865. You can also send a WhatsApp to 055-369-7886. Reach them via email as well, info@sukasa.com.gh, and all their social media handles, Sukasa GH. Sukasa, building on trust.
All right, I love Mercedes-Benz. Nothing more glamorous than that. And Silver Star Auto, the name behind Mercedes-Benz in Ghana for over 25 years, says you now have the green light to give your Mercedes-Benz the care it deserves. Go easy on your pocket and schedule your free inspections today. Enjoy free inspection of your passenger or commercial vehicle. Enjoy 15% discount on genuine spare parts. Go to any of their outlets in Accra at Graphic Road, in Tema, in Kumasi, and the promo ends on the 30th of September 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, Heritage Christian College, which is a university set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education, is affiliated to KNUST, accredited by GTech. They have some incredible degree programs that you might be interested in. They have BBA programs. Options are accounting with computing, accounting, marketing, human resource management, and business information technology management. Also BSc nursing, information technology, information security, and BA theology. They are offering 12-month specialized master's degree programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management. They have professional courses in ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ICM UK as well, and media short courses. What makes them unique, as we tell you always, is the entrepreneurship training with financial support. They have the one student, one laptop policy with terms and conditions, affordable and flexible fee structure, as well as scholarships available. To enter, you need a WASI or ABCE or GBCE, also HND or diploma. And as a mature student, you must be 25 years and above. Dial star 789 star 300 hash for online serial number and visit their website hcuc.edu.gh to apply. Find Heritage Christian College in Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Here are their phone numbers: 020-229-8399 or 0547-777-731. Heritage Christian College, a university training compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
All right, now a poorly maintained car engine will age faster, and that's why specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology is your solution. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance of your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressures. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
And it's time for you to allow SG to sprinkle some financial magic into your life. Now, how about that? SG Ghana has reloaded the Yatsiso Loans promotion. It has extended the promotion all the way to the 29th of September. So if you're looking to pay off those bills without shedding a tear, sort out the kids' school fees, refurbish your home, or start building that dream castle, well, this is your golden ticket. SG Ghana has actually given you more time to jump onto the epic loan promotion. They're offering discounted interest rates on their loans to customers and non-customers, including employees on the controller and accountant general payroll. So just get into any of their 42 networked outlets and let them sort you out. Yatsiso Loans promotion reloaded now ends on the 29th of September 2023. Remember, terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is
you. Mavi, I've got great news from Kingdom Books.
Give it to me.
All right, the Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited back to school promotion is here with us once again. Okay, so from now until the 31st of October, Kingdom Books and Stationery is giving a generous 10 to 15% discount on all school items. Okay, wow. Textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and so much more across all their branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. Now, if you're a parent, a teacher, a student, please hurry while stock lasts. If you want to know more, call 0302 764 101, or you could try 0302 764 209 or email info@kingdomgh.com. The website is, of course, kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Kojo, what's the deadline again for the discounts?
The 31st of October.
Thank you. Listen, here's another good deal coming from Toyota Ghana. They're offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles, including the dynamic Starlets, the robust Hilux, and the powerful Fortuner diesel. Now, when you make the decision to acquire any of these vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. This golden opportunity, as you well know, would be around forever. So pay a visit to any of their showrooms located in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, and Takrade. You can also reach them on phone 0302-910-204. Credit purchase is available through special arrangement. Toyota, superior quality.
So this bank, the Riddle Bank,
yes,
70 years old. At some point, every Ghanaian who had a bank account had a bank account from this bank. I nearly mentioned their name.
There's something that I also learned. You know, the central bank used to be this bank.
Yes. yes. For some time, it used to be this bank. And then, after independence, they went commercial when a central bank was established for Ghana, Bank of Ghana. Yeah.
So you'll give the 70 Momo?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so please send your answers to 055-111-1997. 70 times 70.
Oh.
Because you didn't say you give only 170. So 70 messages, 70 Momo.
The first correct answer.
Oh, how?
Why are you trying to bankrupt
Why
your brother?
are you running away?
The first correct answer will get 70 Ghana Momo.
Okay. That's some good credits right there.
Why not?
Yeah, data. We love you already.
We do. All right. So it's time now for the nutrition line from Nestle. And of course, they offer good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. Always such a great delight to spend these moments with you. Here we are again, bringing you the best of health and fitness. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelesoa. I hope you're well and strong and doing amazing things with your life. Welcome to Nestle Nutrition Line. Today we conclude our series on common eye conditions with glaucoma. Glaucoma is a group of eye conditions that damage a part of the eye called the optic nerve, which is important for good vision. Glaucoma damages this nerve by abnormally high pressure in your eye. Glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness for people over the age of 60. It can occur at any age, but is more common in older adults. Many forms of glaucoma have no warning signs. The effect is so gradual that you may not notice a change in vision until the condition is at an advanced stage. Because vision loss due to glaucoma cannot be recovered, it is important to have regular eye exams that include measurements of your eye pressure so a diagnosis can be made in its early stages and treated appropriately. If glaucoma is recognized early, vision loss can be slowed or prevented. Time to part company, but please do take care of your body. It's the only one you've got. Reach out via phone or email and let's keep these healthy conversations going, all in the name of wellness. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS or call, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The following numbers: 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. I wish you a beautiful day full of peace and many blessings. Make it count. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved. If home is where the heart is, then let's go home. Shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is.
You're welcome back. It's 7:26 on the Super Morning Show, and the president was in Kenya saying this yesterday.
We placed a ban on illegal mining, the phenomenon we call galamsey, which was destroying our water bodies, vegetation, and our forests. Some 20,000 young people have been engaged to plant more than 30 million trees in 2 years to create jobs and restore degraded land. These policy initiatives are already using positive results to the attainment of the SDG goals, particularly the goal of reducing our carbon emissions.
That was Ken Ashigbe. That was the president. This is Ken Ashigbe on the line.
Could you when could I be?
Very prophetic. Very prophetic.
Receive it in Jesus' name.
Could you? I'm not too sure I can be president. They won't listen to the things I say.
Oh goodness.
They won't do the things I say.
Well, good morning to you regardless. It's good to have you on the show.
You.
Now, I'm glad you're here because, I mean, we need to talk about this. But also, the Forestry Commission put out what they called a rejoinder. Raymond, what's the thrust of it?
So they basically thanked JoyNews for the Hotline Documentary and moved on to say that they are putting in place certain measures, specifically training of officers, buying them guns, the seizure and decommission of equipment used for illegal mining in forest reserves, the arrest and prosecution of illegal miners, the intensification of surveillance, intelligence gathering, and the training of forestry officers and others, including also stakeholder engagement and education. They've also done some reclamation. They believe that as a public regulator charged with the protection and sustainable management of Ghana's forest and wildlife resources, they are deeply concerned about incidents of illegal mining in the forest reserves. The fight against illegal mining has been, they say, arduous and multifaceted, but they continue to adopt measures aimed at coming to grips with the menace. It has serious socio-economic linkages and therefore needs to be tackled holistically. This is what they are also saying. They also believe that such onslaught on the environment is an existential threat, which is what we have been talking about all through. But they claim they are doing some work and they listed some of the things they are doing to try and deal with the problem. They are not dismissing it. It is an inherent admission that all that we put out there was factual, but they're saying that they are doing their very best, constrained with resources and other things, to still do the things they have to do.
All right, Dr. Ken Ashigbe. I think for most people listening, the question is this. What Forestry Commission is saying in this statement, is that reflective of the president's assertion that the ban on illegal mining is yielding positive results for climate change?
Well, could you? I'm not too sure what the president, because he mentioned the ban of illegal mining, and I'm not a lawyer, but I'm wondering how we ban illegal mining. I know that the mining that we were doing was banned in the colonial days when they declared what we do as illegal. But, how do you ban an illegality? Because I think it's already illegal. I know we also banned, there was a moratorium placed on small-scale mining that was lifted in 2019. So that's when that happened. Then in terms of the 20,000 Ghanaians planting 13 million trees, well, I'm pretty sure that would have happened. And the outcome is 13 million trees planted. How many of those trees are still in, we need to ask the Forestry Commission to give us evidence of where those trees have been planted and how they're doing. But how many more trees have also very matured trees that are contributing to carbon, taking our carbon out of, have we destroyed out of, this illegality that we're talking about, including things that have been done by Akonta Mining going to the Tunnel Nimri Forest Reserve, including Heritage Imperial being given prospecting license and going with 18 or so excavators into the forest and cutting down trees, and a lot of that happening. So I am not too sure. And when we start talking about it again, so the contradiction, you also see the contradiction in what the Forestry Commission themselves have come up with, where they come again. You see, our focus is all on things that we claim to be doing, but what is the outcome of that? What is the impact of all of that? The impact of all of that is the fact that as we speak, and the documentary showed it clearly. And the Forestry Commission themselves talked about an existential threat. One of the outcomes is the fact that Ghana Water Company is now asking you and I to pay more for because of galamsey, because the chemicals that they're using to treat our water is no more effective. They have to use polymers and all of that. So what is the outcome of our policy initiatives if now we have to pay you as citizens who most of us did not contribute to this are having to pay extra for it? I can tell you there's a video that the coalition we have that was taken about 3 weeks ago around Abompe in the Tuma about 3 weeks ago, and there's galamsey still happening. Chamfans are still sitting on our water bodies. If you go on the Ofen, you go on the Ankobra, they are dying because of the activities of chamfans. So I think that when you read what the Forestry Commission said, who is one of the entities, the regulators of forestry, and are supposed to be contributing to our carbon footprint, themselves have said, it definitely shows that some things are being done, but the impact itself is not positive. And for the coalition, I think the time has come for us to ask all Ghanaians to provide evidence where they are, especially those living in our forest areas, those who are living by our water bodies, to provide evidence so that we can show it to all of us that we are actually where we are now, where the World Bank is telling us that if we continue the rate at which we are going, our natural resource management is going to be unsustainable because that's where we currently are. So it is important that we take note of the fact that we are on a deep slope. And so we are nowhere near going to say that, the efforts that we are putting in are actually yielding the results that we want.
Right. Thanks for that. I want to bring in Martin Kwebu, who joins us over the phone as well. Good morning to you, Martin. Now, you're a lawyer, so I'm interested in this. In this statement from the Forestry Commission, they say, and I quote, when they were listing the things they have achieved, number 3 was the seizure and decommissioning of equipment used for illegal mining in forest reserves. Since January this year, 3 excavators have been seized and over 70 excavators, unspecified number of generators, water pumping machines and other mining equipment and temporary wooden structures have been burnt within forest reserves, mainly in the Bekwai, Bibieni, Enchi, Dwaboso and Takwa forest districts by Forest Services Division with support of the RRTs. I'm asking this. If they keep burning the evidence, how will they ever successfully prosecute the big names behind illegal mining?
Good. Kojo, that's a $1 million question. That's a $1 million question. Why would you ban it even contrary to law? The 995 says that this be seized, and when the person is being convicted, they would take the equipment and give the district assemblies. So the letter itself is a mockery, especially if you put it in the context that last year, this the Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission went ahead to give permits for mining when nobody had asked him for same. You remember, last year we had a discussion, I remember I even came in the studio.
Yes.
There was a letter he opted. He has simply been asked if they have any objection to mining. I think it relates to the Akunta mining one. And he said, they should go ahead and mine. So for me, a chief executive who even goes ahead is running ahead of himself, encouraging companies to mine when they've simply been asked, when he's simply been asked about prospecting license. I cannot trust him. I can't. And the documentary shows people mining. The documentary shows pictorial evidence, for lack of a better word. You see? So how can we trust such a chief executive? How can we trust such a chief executive? No, he's just lost our trust. He's lost our trust. Mr. Alote, if he's still the one at post, he's lost our trust. So, Kojo, to be very clear and to repeat, the law says don't burn. Take these, go to court, due process. If the person is convicted, then you would, the court confiscates the equipment, then they give the district assembly. See all the unmotorable roads we have in Ghana. Many uncountable unmotorable roads. So why would we be burning excavators? Why? Why? So it doesn't add up. It looks like it's a ruse. And Kojo, you see the Brigadier General. I don't know if I've left your question.
Yes. No, go ahead. Yeah.
You see them in the documentary. And we said we're taking people to Niger. Was the president serious at all? You want to go to Niger? We are sending our soldiers to Niger to go and take out a military junta when you can't protect even your common forest. Are we serious?
Speaking of the president, and by the way, if you just joined us, we're talking to Martin Pigbu and Dr. Ken Ashigbe. First of all, about Forestry Commission's rejoinder to the Hotline Documentary, Forests Under Siege, but also to the comments from the president yesterday in Kenya. And I'd like to hear you on those comments. Martin, the president is talking about climate change. He lists a number of things. Galamsey is just one of them. He says that these things are starting to yield positive results in our, battle to combat climate change. Let's stick to Galamsey. How do you assess it? I mean, looking at the current state of our forests and water bodies, you think it's yielding positive results, as the president said?
No, not one that I've seen. And I listen to radio a lot. Every morning I'm glued to you guys, you, Kojo, Mamavi, Raymond, Winston. And I read a lot because, of course, I'm a pundit as well. So I haven't seen any verifiable improvement. I haven't. There was one, that was several months ago when, was it almost over a year ago, when the soldiers were involved, the police, then we got a certain improvement, right? Very temporary. Then the Galamsey business boomed again, and it went down. And the Ghana Water, so one of the indicia will be Ghana Water. The last time I heard Ghana Water, they were complaining that the cost of processing the water is gone up. That's an indicator, and they were very clear that because of Galamsey activities. So Ghana Water and our Forestry Commission, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. We have seen illegal mining going on right under the nose of the Forestry Commission. So based on this, I cannot agree with the president that Galamsey is gone down. And don't forget, the president has a very strong, albeit negative, track record of clearing people in wrongdoing. So when the president says Galamsey has been kept or is being kept, there's no way I'll trust him. You remember he came out and said at the time that he was speaking, giving a speech in Koforidua, Chairman Wontumi was no longer doing illegal mining. And also in the context that, and it's good, engineer Kenashige is online, we reported this Chairman Wontumi Akonta mining matter to the CID. Until date, we did a few follow-ups, and they've been pushing footing. So, and then when the president referred the Frimpong Boateng report to the CID, we haven't seen any traction. So in the midst of all this, I don't know how the president can reasonably conclude that the fight against Galamsey has chalked success. He probably is talking about a different country. Maybe Umofia. Yes, but not Ghana, because I don't know where he's getting that information from.
Goodness, Martin, thank you. I want to wrap with you, Dr. Kenashigwe. Let's wrap up on this. Okay, the last paragraph of the Forestry Commission statement. I'm reading the final, last but one sentence. It says, "We are also looking to secure support to augment key logistical requirements, especially operational vehicles, drones, etc., to improve our operational and law enforcement capabilities and to enable the FC respond appropriately to this existential threat." This sounds to me like a cry for help, an appeal for funds. Forestry Commission, calling for donations to help them get equipment. How do you react to that? We have just 1 minute to go, so if you can give us a quick reaction to that. Do we still have Dr. Kenashigwe on the line?
Yes, I am here.
Should I repeat the question?
No, I had you. So, well, you see, the interesting thing is that we're supposed to have drones already, that have been procured. We also were supposed to have been tagging our these excavators and all of that. But with all of these things done, what is the impact? What is the output? Very recently we saw the Minister for Roads having to get the police to arrest some excavators. So in terms of the policy, and you see, we have a lot of the policy initiatives. But in terms of their effectiveness, in terms of our ability to actually police the things that we ought to do. So for me, the Forestry Commission, they are one of the institutions that I really do not place a lot of, because, you see, again, look at this LI that they are trying to do. And I'm sure that LI will be coming from the Forestry Commission themselves. You have a situation where you are not even able to police what you have now. And now you are going to say that, globally, areas that are global significance, you are even going to now come up with an LI to see how you can mine in those particular places. And as Martin said, this Forestry Commission themselves, they themselves issue people permits. They give people entry permits. But now when it comes to policing what the people do in the community, they are almost like taking their hands off. So they've told us of a few things that they're doing, but the impact on our forest, the fact that now we're losing our forest cover, our water bodies are going, they need to be doing a lot more with the things that they have, with the laws that they have, enforcing them more severely than they're doing. And I think that the time has come for all of us Ghanaians and all of us, the media, to take the evidence of actually what is happening on the ground and then present it to government. I'm sure in the coming days, the Media Coalition Against Galamsey will be holding a press conference to be able to articulate this thing so that we can point it out to our duty bearers that we need to go the way of Otufo, and start taking people out either for their complicity or their incompetence.
Thank you so much, Ken Ashigwe, and of course, you heard earlier from Martin Bebu. Forestry Commission, burning equipment while asking for equipment. We'll talk more about it in the coming days. Stay tuned. Right now, though, let's get ready for the Sports Center.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home. Shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is. Where the passion is. Where the laughter is. and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
Birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Pef.
So at Franco, they have CCTV cameras with on-screen display menu and easy configuration. Also chest freezers and refrigerators as well as washing machines. And you know they have all types of phones and accessories as well. Smart TVs and Franco air condition. And good thing is when you buy online from their online shops nationwide, you get 40% discount. So go ahead and download the Franco Trading app, which is on Play Store, or visit francotrading.com and do not pick any number on Google. Instead, here are the numbers to call: 0246 422 338 or 0555 939 311. Franco Trading Enterprise, still
phone Papa Pef. All right, happy birthday to the CEO of Nana Clothes, Nana Ya. It's from Fifi Folson. And another one, birthday wishes to Kirsten Zoe Tete. Finally, please, let's wish Jacob Adams of Mamprobi a happy birthday on behalf of his cousin Annie Osabute.
All right, chaotic shout to Shelley Latte of RTI Commission. Of course, Rep Papa Pine. Happy birthday to my sweet mom, Abigail Donko of Abuso Kai. Your love and support have shaped me into who I am today. May this day be as sweet and beautiful as you. Here's to many more wonderful years ahead. And it's from your daughter, Mary Gifty.
You see, Kojo, I don't like the way you rush through the Kirsten Zoe Tete one. Do you know who he's from?
Please, who is it from?
Clementia of Standard Chartered Bank.
Oh.
here.
It's good that you are here to add
Yes.
that. Hi,
The
Clementia.
sponsors of Sports Center, we can't do that. So happy birthday, Zoe.
Yes,
She's 14
Kirsten
today.
Zoe Tete.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
Clementia, we've done it.
And also Tracy Soa.
Okay, happy birthday.
Yes.
All right, happy birthday to Mr. Charles Chum Enchi, also known as Nana Chum. He's the head of public sector and institutions at Omni Basic. Dembanki, is it Omni Basic?
Omni Basic.
Hey, Basica. All right, it's from Omni Basic Bank. It's from your lovely wife, Mrs. Anita Chum Enchi of EcoBank Ghana. I can say that one. And it's from your wonderful children, Keziah, Judah, Karen, and Isabel Chum Enchi, all of Hillview Montessori School. And the Gay Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, we're here for good. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. And DSTV,
It's your moment. Now, have you signed on to the Allianz Apomoding Plan? Well, the Allianz Apomoding Plan serves as an income replacement product for the everyday Ghanaian who cannot afford time away from his or her daily hustle. Allianz Life will pay you a hospitalization benefit for every day you spend in the hospital, as well as the death benefits in the unfortunate event of death through hospitalization. Premiums start from as low as 6 cedis a month and covers you and one loved one. You also have the added option of a daily, weekly, or monthly Susu contribution. For more information, call Allianz Life on 0308 249 090. We're waiting to hear from you. They say, Allianz Life, we secure your future.
Now, just imagine getting rewarded for doing something you already do every single day. If that sounds too good to be true, well, then you are not ready for the Momo season, because that's what they're about. Something for everyone. Download the Momo app on the Play Store or the App Store and use Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions to a merchant, either through the QR code or the merchant ID, and stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis every week, among other amazing prizes. Merchants are not left out. Receive payments and win. Keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. There are lots and lots of exciting prizes for everyone. So, what are we doing today? Transact more with Momo Pay. Earn more points and win big this Momo season. Go to momomerchantapplication.com. momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh for your Momo for Business account today. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay.
Now, how about a trip to Anfield to cheer on Liverpool FC? Well, if this is your dream, it could come true for you, because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live. And it's simple to be eligible. So if you are a client, just keep doing what you do. Transact more to participate in this campaign. If you are not a client, then here's what you have to do. Download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting, and that's it. You stand a chance. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. There are other consolation prizes, so open that account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered.
Yeah, for good. By the way, that thing I told you about Momo Pay, terms and conditions apply.
All
right, to win every week, football players need to train for many years. 1xBet players can get on the road to success much faster. Take part in the Jackpot of the Week promotion. Go to the promotion page on the site or in the bookmaker's application and get a chance to win. No one guarantees that you will quickly become a millionaire. However, success favors only brave ones, so risk and win. Register on 1xBet and get a welcome bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis with the promo code GHJackpot. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kojo. Good morning to you and good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentu Tahiru Fentu. Coming up this morning, the Black Stars are continuing preparations for the game, of course, against the Central African Republic on Thursday. They arrived in Kumasi yesterday and held one training session in the evening as preparations continued for that crucial game against the Central African Republic on Thursday. Stephen Zando of our sister station Love FM observed proceedings and filed this report.
So the Black Stars of Ghana have finally arrived in Kumasi, and of course on Thursday the Black Stars will be playing Central African Republic in the 2023 AFCON qualifier. This will be the last game for the qualifiers, and Ghana needs to avoid a defeat to qualify for the tournament that will be staged in Ivory Coast next year. Now, yesterday, the Stars ended, the day with 23 players. But the good news for Ghanaians is that Richard Ofori and Jordan Ayew have joined their teammates, and of course, they were part of the players that arrived in Kumasi. Unfortunately, Jordan Ayew could not be part of today's training session that was held at the Babayara Sports Stadium. And according to my checks, the coach decided to take some precautionary measure because the player did not arrive on time in camp. So tomorrow, he'll be part of the players that will be training ahead of the crucial encounter on Thursday. The training session was held behind closed doors, and then of course the players were taking through a lot of tactical works. They worked on set pieces, shooting, and what have you. It is expected that tomorrow the training session will be open to the media for the first 15 minutes, where press men will be allowed inside the Babayara Sports Stadium to cover the first 15 minutes of the session, after which the coach will go through the tactical works with the players once again before the game on Thursday here at the Babayara Sports Stadium at exactly 4 p.m. Reporting from the Babayara Sports Stadium for Joy Sports, Steve Zando.
Now, meanwhile, Joseph Pencil has withdrawn from the Ghana squad and is flying back to Belgium to undergo treatment on an injury he suffered while playing for his club side last Sunday. Thomas Partey, who was left out of the squad for the 2 games due to injury, will now miss between 6 to 8 weeks of action. This means the 30-year-old will not also be available when Ghana plays Mexico and the USA in friendly games on October 14 and 17 respectively. Pencil's withdrawal now means Chris Hughton will be working with 24 players for the game against the Central African Republic, as well as the friendly match against Liberia next Tuesday. Hughton will face the media later today in a pre-match press conference. The Irish Ghanaian trainer has come under some pressure from some top GFA executives already, despite having only supervised 3 games in charge of the team, registering 1 win and 2 draws. The former Newcastle and Brighton boss says the constant negative talk does not affect him.
For me, this is normal. Can't expect for everything to be good and to be praised all the time. So, no, I trust the people around me, and I trust that anybody around me that says anything, they say it for what they believe is the right reason. I'm never affected. My focus is on the team.
Chris Hughton there, still on Black Stars related matters. And Arsenal striker Eddie Nketiah has explained his decision to play for England at the senior level ahead of Ghana after receiving his first senior England call-up. The 24-year-old said choosing to continue playing for England felt like a natural progression because it's been his aspiration since childhood.
Like I said, once the call-up was there and the offer was on the table, it was really hard to turn down, and something which I felt was obviously the natural progression for myself at this stage, and I felt now was a good time to kind of make that step. So obviously I'm really happy to be here and proud to be here, like I said, and hopefully I can go on and help the team this week and get some caps.
Eddie Nketiah there. There's some more football news, and the Black Challenge, that's Ghana's amputee football team, they got their 2023 Para Games off to a flying start with an emphatic 7-0 win over Uganda in the opening game at the UPSA AstroTurf Stadium. On Monday evening, Ghana ensured they had very little work to do in the second half when they stomped to a 7-goal lead in the first 45 minutes. Hamza Mohammed, Yusuf Yaya both grabbed a hat-trick each, while teammate Mubarak Mohammed added another to wrap up the scoreline and seal a convincing victory for Ghana. Meanwhile, the wheelchair basketball team lost to Kenya 16-18. Now, former chairman of the Ghana Football Association, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, has stated that George Afriyie is not competent to lead the football governing body or contest for its elections. Afriyie is one of 2 persons that have filed for nominations to challenge for the presidential seat of the GFA, the other, of course, being Keto Kreku, whose administration is still in office. However, the Hearts of Oak board member believes the former GFA vice is not fit to become the GFA's head.
When you are not the captain, you are the second in command. Anything that the captain will say, you have to listen, no matter how good you are. I believe strongly that he was a co-pilot during Kwesi time. And when he allowed certain things to take place, some of the blames they are putting on Kwesi now, some of the blames can be put on him for not coming out to talk about it. So that in itself, to me, doesn't qualify him now. I won't say is disqualified for life. No, doesn't qualify him now to come to the scene. But I believe strongly if he rather teams up with the present leadership and they work in unison, it will be good for the country and for football in general.
Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Now, the Ghana Football Association has announced nominees for the Bet Power Premier League categories of the maiden GFA awards ceremony. Last season's top scorer, Abednego Tete of Gold Stars, leads the nominees for the Best Player Award, where he will hope to beat competition from 5 others, including Medieme's Vincent Atinga and Jonathan Sowa, as well as Hafiz Konkoni, who is now left Bechem United for Tanzania's Young Africans. The coach of the season battle is between Medieme's Augustine Adote, Janice Parkwesi Fabian, who's since joined Lagos Cities, and Bechem United's Kasim Mingle, who is also now in charge of newly promoted Ghana Premier League side Nations FC. The award ceremony will be held at the UPSA Auditorium in Accra on Saturday, September 9, 2023 at 6 p.m. Other categories to be awarded include Best Goalkeeper, Goal of the Season, and Discovery of the Season. Let's do arm wrestling. Ghana will host the first ever World Arm Wrestling Championships in August next year after winning the bid to host a global competition. Speaking at the press conference, President of the Ghana and African Arm Wrestling Federation, Charles Osei Esibe, outlined the impact hosting the competition will have on the sport in the country.
So the key reason for which I decided with my team to fight and bring World Championship to Ghana is also to give experience and exposure to these young ones to, at least in their lifetime, participate in a World Championship. Once Ghana is hosting, the guarantee of all these athletes playing at the World Championship is high. The second reason, the only way we can develop the sport is to host championship. And for us, we had hosted 2 Africa Championships, and all 2 events were deemed to be the best ever organized on the continent. So we felt that we've gone past Africa Championship. It is time for us to host the world.
That's Charles Osei Esibe. Now, Bukayo Saka has been named England Men's Player of the Year for the second season running. He beat competition from Jude Bellingham of Real Madrid. Manchester City will face Club Lyon or Urawa Reds in their upcoming opening match at the Club World Cup. City have qualified for the first time to play in the competition after they won the 2022 Champions League. And Jorge Vilda, Spain's Women's World Cup winning head coach, has been sacked amid the ongoing Luis Rubiales scandal. Rubiales has refused to resign, even though he's now been suspended by FIFA. And in tennis, Novak Djokovic reached a record 47th men's Grand Slam semi-final with a straight-set win over Taylor Fritz at the US Open. He's now overtaken Roger Federer as the man with the most Grand Slam semi-finals in history.
This is the sport that has given me so much in my life. Coming from Serbia, obviously, war-torn country, 90s when I was growing up in my childhood days, faced a lot of adversity. I was very lucky to encounter some very knowledgeable, very passionate people that supported me, believed in me, in my talent, and without them, without their support, my parents are here, I wouldn't be here without their...
All right, so Novak Djokovic, incredible stuff for him. He plays American hopeful Ben Shelton in the last 4. Also true is another American, Coco Gauff, who says she is feeling emotionally fresh after she reached the semi-final, beating Yelena Ostapenko. She's only 19, and she will now face French Open runner-up Karolina Muchova for a place in the final. That's all the latest from the world of sports here on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentu Tahir Fentu.
Thank you very much, Fence. We have to apologize for the late start of the Joy Business Minute, which is brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. Total value of loans secured through the collateral registry reached almost 6 billion cedis at the end of June this year. This is captured in the latest report released by the Bank of Ghana. Government borrowed 11.90 billion cedis via treasury bills in August. This is a 3.21% increase over the previous month. Finance Minister Kenneth Riata is optimistic Ghana would secure the second tranche of the $600 million International Monetary Fund bailout package. According to him, the country has shown progress in meeting conditionalities. And Manchester United shares have seen their biggest ever one-day fall after reports that the team's US owners are going to take it off the market. The club shares fell by more than 18% in New York on Tuesday. Master Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Wake up, Good morning. Good morning.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's 4 minutes after 8. This is the Super Morning Show live here on Joy 99.7 FM. Our business minutes brought to you as always by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you. And our friends Anointed Electricals, the generator experts. Let's talk about Anointed Electrical Engineering Services for a bit. They're into sales of ultra-silent generators. We're talking 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. And they also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. And they stock genuine spare parts of all kinds of various generators as well. They do generator rentals. They are in East Legon. You can find them on the Lagos Avenue Road opposite Tomrick Hotel in Tema, on Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead, and at Odoko, where they have their head office at number 77 Anointed House off the Odoko Malam Road, Accra. They have branches nationwide, everywhere really in Ghana. So look for Anointed, the generator expert, and call their hotline on 0243 480 334.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's your Super Hits Radio. It's Wednesday. So we've been giving you some clues all morning. Our friends are 70. They are celebrating their 70th anniversary, and they're joining us here on the Super Morning Show this morning. We're celebrating a true indigenous Ghanaian bank here on the Super Morning Show today. Let me say good morning to you, Nana Kwabena of GCB. Our big stories on the show brought to you by Vodafone. Further together, latest from your partner for live Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, modern banking. So, Alan Kyeremanteng has pulled out of the NPP flag bearership race. What's up next for him? Is he going to throw his weight behind any of the other four? What will the remaining candidates, or how will they fare? What's next for Alan? We have some analysis here on the Super Morning Show for you. Welcome to Belmonte. That's where luxury meets comfort. If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. But Belmonte is in the prime East Legon area, is off Lagos Avenue, and they've got stylish apartments offering first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. Whether you're looking for an executive studio suite, a cozy one-bedroom apartment, a spacious two-bedroom apartment, or maybe you want a custom villa, well, Belmonte have just what you need. So please get in touch with them. Check them out. They're on social media. They have some top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained as well. So take the first steps towards your dream home. Sign up for their 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Call them on 0204 343 011 or 0204 343 015. Belmonte is developed by CPL. Now, Vodafone Cash is excited to inform all customers that they can conveniently pay for electricity bills using their Vodafone Cash wallet. What it means is that if you're on Vodafone, you can use your wallets to pay for your electricity bill. Here's how you do it, though. Just dial *110#, select option 4, which is make payments, select option 1, pay bill, select option 3, utilities, and then select option 2, ECG. After you do option 2, which is ECG, just follow the prompt to complete your payment. It's easy, safe, and convenient to pay your ECG bills using Vodafone Cash. Kindly note that this service is only available to customers with the ECG smart meters. Pay for your ECG bills with ease. Vodafone. It's your birthday today, Mr. Samuel Jima Amwako, Head of Finance at ARB Apex Bank. It's from Alex Kwesiwa, Managing Director of ARB Apex Bank, and all your colleagues to you as you celebrate your birthday today. And a very good morning to my friend, Dr. Victoria Newman of SNIT Hospital. Hope you're well. Now, if you're looking for a 123 L-shaped sofa crafted to the finest details for your home, your office, or hotel, if you're looking for sofa that will give you comfort, durable quality of good, perfect finishing, I'm sure you know the destination that I would say you should go to. Of course, it has to be Latest Foam. Latest Foam is your one-stop destination, whatever your choice and budget. Buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam. Latest Foam is certainly your partner for life. 055-111-1997. That's our WhatsApp number. You can send your WhatsApp messages to us on 055-111-1997. You can also tweet. Send your X messages with the hashtag JoySMS. We'll give you the very latest on what we know from the Alan Kyeremanteng camp. Yesterday, he pulled out of the NPP flag bearership race. What's up next for Alan? Will he be supporting any of the others in the race? That's all coming up here on the Super Morning Show. And of course, we're celebrating a true indigenous Ghanaian bank 70th anniversary. Our friends from GCB will be on the show live this morning here on the Super Morning Show, and Kojo has promised. So we're going to go back to the messages. If you got GCB rights, then get ready, because you could be getting some 70 from Kojo Yangsing this morning. It's 11 minutes after 8. This is the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Ecobank Mobile, they make me say, Ecobank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Download it. You go enjoy it. In my rhyming chain. Rhyming chain. In my rhyming chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. Ecobank Apple.
Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the Ecobank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with Ecobank. Can promise.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's the Super Morning Show. This is Joy 99.7 FM. We've been discussing Galamsey because of the president's comments. You heard from Ken Ashigbe. You also heard from Martin Pebu. Lots of questions coming up after the president said we have apparently made some progress. But from our conversations, of course, with Ken Ashigbe and Martin Pebu, we cannot say our efforts have yielded any results so far because, as you can tell, we're paying a lot more for water because of the effects of activities of Galamsey, for instance. There's an LI 2462 that CSOs are fighting. It actually gives room for mining companies to now go into forest reserves. That's also one that we're strongly fighting here in Ghana. And then we brought you details of the Forestry Commission's reaction to our documentary. Of course, they commend us for it, but they also share some efforts that they've been making. Alan Kyeremanteng is out of the NPP flag bearership race. We're asking the big question, what next for Mr. Alan Kyeremanteng? Would he be considering going independent, for instance? Is that a possibility? Will he be supporting any of the other 4 left in the race? Go ahead and send us your comment on 055-111-1997. Our social media messages here on the Super Morning Show. Brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health and GTP lifestyle. So, people face different emergencies. Well, shall I say we all face different emergencies. Sometimes you'd find police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency. But the one emergency that we all seem to at one point complain about is the money. Now, EcoBank has made it really easy. When you find yourself in any money emergency situation, they have some 3 magic numbers that you can dial. *770#. That's the EcoBank Money Emergency number, and it gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime, and data purchases. So much more you can do with *770#. And even better news, you don't need internet for this. So if you find yourself in a money emergency, don't panic. Just dial *770#. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial *770# now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
Ever visited a shop, picked a whole basket of provisions, toiletries, and very essential things you need, battled a long queue to finally pay, only to be told you can't pay to a merchant number? The way that thing they pay, but with Vodafone Cash, there is no problem. Now on Vodafone Cash, you can pay all merchants on all networks. Easy peasy. Aye straight. Aye direct. Aye sharp. From your Vodafone Cash wallet to any merchant number on other networks. So whether you are buying provisions or fuel, medication or food, whatever the service or need, just pay conveniently from Vodafone Cash to any merchant number. Simply dial *110# to make payment to merchants on other networks today.
Vodafone. Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from latex foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex foam, your partner for life.
Wouldn't you prefer an apartment hotel? One that offers the utmost convenience of a boutique hotel while offering the idyllic comfort of your own private home. Oasis Park Residences offers luxury studios, 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms both for short and long-term rental at competitive rates. Our sky swimming pool, gourmet outdoor restaurant and a fully equipped gym rest on a breathtaking rooftop with panoramic views of the city. Oasis Park Residences, located at Shiashi Tetekwashi, 10 minutes from the international airport, is the ideal place for all your accommodation needs. Why don't you give us a call on 020-4343-009 or visit our website at oasisparkresidences.com to make your reservations. Oasis Park Residences, more than a home.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With with seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. We are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access more than banking.
Nyamidia Apartments, the first master planned community in Ghana, is offering a 20% discount on all units. 2 and 3 bedroom apartments ready to move in today. Strategically located a short drive from the Tema Motorway roundabout towards Community 25. Call us now and the first 10 will get an additional 5% discount. Use the promo code Nyamidia23. Terms and conditions apply. Contact number 0551 435 555. Nyamidia Apartments. Affordable luxury homes for everyone.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel. And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534 or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after-sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with
Good morning. Wake up to the original magazine show. The Super Morning Show. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Israel, kama Egypt, kaja Ethiopia, kaja Sudan, waja shong. Kaja Kushima, you know, wani me kona me waja shong. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, you know, waja shong. Waja waja shong.
Coffee in your cup. Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
What's that to do, you know? Wamasa, you know. Yasantwa, you know what you're shown. Kaja Israel, Kaba Egypt, Kaja Ethiopia, Kaja Sudan, what you're shown. Abaka, Bachuma, one year, Yafo, Kalacha, Akachuma, 1 year, and the young thing.
Yeah, they've come from far. There's no doubt about it. Our friends are here. We told you there's a big milestone to celebrate. After 70 years of being at the top of their game. One of Ghana's premier banks is here to start a very special celebration with you. Did you guess which bank we were talking about? Mama V let me put up some 70 Ghana cedis, reward for the first correct answer to come through our WhatsApp platform. We will announce the winner later. But that's my 70 Ghana cedi investment going towards the celebration of GCB Bank PLC. And that's the correct answer for you right there. GCB Bank is 70 years old. And on this 70th anniversary of the establishment of this bank, we're very excited to find out how they intend to celebrate, but what the future holds for this bank that has stayed at the top of the sector for so long. And we couldn't have a better person to help us with this than the Deputy Managing Director for Operations at GCB Bank, Mr. Emmanuel Odate Lamte. Emmanuel, how nice to see you.
Thanks for having me. Indeed. I'm excited about being part of this success story.
No doubt.
GCB, 70 years of providing unrivaled financial solutions towards the socio-economic development of Ghana.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about what we've done for the economy of Ghana.
No doubt.
And I look forward to sharing more about what we've done over the past 7 decades, and then what we intend to do for our customers and for our shareholders in the next few years and beyond that.
Is it right for us to say happy birthday to you and your team every time we see you for the whole year? How is the bank celebrating this anniversary?
We launched the anniversary about a few weeks ago, and it's actually a year-long celebration. Right. We have health screening in a number of regions in the country. We also have health walk. And in fact, this Saturday, if you play golf, you're invited.
Oh, wow.
We're having a golf tournament where we seek to sort of have fun and also enjoy the game of golf with our various customers, our corporate clients, our SME clients, and our retail clients. So you're invited to this golf tournament on Saturday.
The one thing I know about golf is that it's harder than it looks. That's all I know about it. All right.
Well, maybe let me share a few more about what other activities we've got lined up for this 1 year long celebration. We've also got thought leadership series that will be coming on, about 3 of them also, where issues of national importance will be discussed.
Right.
And of course, we need to celebrate people who have played a very significant role in the past 7 decades in ensuring the success of GCB Bank. So we have a dinner and an award ceremony. We would also climax it all with a Thanksgiving service. It's important for us to give thanks to God. So next year, we'll have a Thanksgiving service to celebrate, to sort of climax the anniversary celebrations.
Yeah, you're right. It's a year-long party.
Yes.
All right. So these things usually are held under some kind of theme. So for your 70th anniversary, what's GCB's theme?
Our theme is 70 years of providing unrivaled financial solutions towards the socio-economic development of our dear country. If you look at GCB, we offer loan products to households, helping to elevate them from poverty. We also provide lending facilities to SMEs. And we're excited about that. If you take a case like Saboba, where we are the only branch, we are the only bank in that part of the country.
Wow.
We're providing solutions, loans, investment products, trade finance facilities to SMEs. And we're excited about that. Also on the corporate side as well, we do facilitate trade finance and payments for our various corporate clients, local corporates here based in Ghana, and then also multinationals. The government has not been left out. GCB over the past 7 decades, we've supported government in terms of tax collections. And we all know the importance of revenue collections towards the running of the government.
Yeah.
We also do support a lot of government departments with revenue collections, hospitals. So I'm excited about what we've done. A really, really great job in promoting economic development for our country. Yeah. But we lead with purpose. At GCB Bank, we are not only focused on making profits. We believe in contributing to the society. So as part of our corporate social responsibility, we have supported the rehabilitation of schools. We have also supported the environment. We involved in a number of tree planting exercises. And then also When it comes to health, we have where I come from Bukom. We have in the past supported the clinic at Bukom. We've also not limited it to Greater Accra, but we've gone to various deprived areas, and this is what excites us at GCB. We lead. We are Ghana's #1 bank, and therefore we lead by example by offering various banking facilities and solutions. And we do it differently. How we do it differently is the fact that we bring a personal touch to it, doing banking. We've had people who've banked with us for 40 years, 30 years, and personally have interacted with some of them on my visit to various branches. Call it about 2 months or so ago, I met somebody in the branch on one of my usual visits who's done banking with us for 40 years.
Wow.
Could you believe 40 years? Wow. I'm so excited. It tells you the confidence that Ghanaians have in our business. It also tells you of our unwavering commitment to various parts of Ghana. That is why we'll continue with our 186 branches, 340 ATMs, and complemented by our digital offerings. We'll continue to bring banking to the doorstep of every Ghanaian. We will not leave any Ghanaian out. This is GCB.
You know, it's interesting. I wasn't exaggerating when I said earlier that at some point in our history, every Ghanaian who had a bank account was practically everyone who had a Ghanaian who had a bank account was your customer. So you've played this very central role in the history of banking here in Ghana. What would you say is the pinnacle of your achievement, the number one, the biggest achievement on record?
There are many of them, but I'll single one out. It's our reach in terms of promoting or supporting financial inclusion. We don't want any Ghanaian business, SME, whether you're a trader perhaps doing a wachi business, or perhaps a fufu joint, or perhaps you have an import business, or an individual, a civil servant, you're a teacher, you're a nurse, a doctor. We don't want to leave anybody out. So that is why we've got this widespread or large network, and we'll continue to maintain those branches to be able to reach out and support financial inclusion.
Now, like every organism that grows and lives for 70 years, you've evolved along the way. I think it was 2014 when I noticed a change in the name. What we used to know as Ghana Commercial Bank became GCB Bank. Tell us how that rebranding has influenced the fortunes of the bank.
Every business would always have to look through how you've come far, where you've come from, and then rethink your model, ultimately with a view to provide superior solutions to clients. So the rebranding that we did was to re-emphasize our commitment to Ghanaians and to all of our customers that GCB will continue to remain their bank for life, whether you've just come out of university. And I remember one of your producers mentioned to me, he had his account whilst he was on campus, and he still has the account. We're excited about that. So the rebranding was to re-emphasize our commitment, our unwavering commitment to supporting Ghanaians, individuals to achieve financial well-being, and also SMEs to expand, corporate business to expand by virtue of the loans that we give to them. And the multiply effect of lending or doing banking services with these clients, promoting, generating further employment. And these are what excites us as GCB Bank. And therefore, the rebranding is to re-emphasize our commitment to the customer and to obviously to our shareholders as well.
If you just joined us, we're celebrating 70 years of GCB Bank here in Ghana, and the Deputy Managing Director, Operations, is the one getting us all excited about it. Emmanuel Udate-Lamte is our guest. We're learning so much about this bank. Now, 185 branches, and I understand some 340 ATMs. I mean, that's a massive network. But this is 2023. I mean, the whole world seems to be moving towards digital and online and virtual. Why is GCB Bank still pushing branch networks and bricks and mortar?
First off, let me say that our branch network has been a key pillar behind our strong deposit franchise. And we believe at GCB, as the board and the management team, we believe that branches would continue to be a key part of the service delivery channel to the customer. However, the role of branches will change. Excuse me. It will no longer be simply people walking into the branches to do transfers, cash in, cash out, and all of that. But there's a role that branches can play, and this is where in our branches, customers will come through our branches where we'd engage them. We will proactively engage them to understand their needs. So to be about conversations, and this is where we differentiate ourselves as GCB Bank. We believe that products can be commoditized. But when you look at the experience, the personal touch, and if you look at how we've done it over the past 7 decades, we've had people who've built personal relationship. We bring a personal touch to the banking discussions. People could easily walk, an SME client, a trader who wants maybe 100,000 cedis or 50,000, could walk into our branches, have conversations, we give advice. So branches will continue to remain a key part of how we do business. But rather what will change is the role they'll be playing in the, call it the customer journey, or in providing that superior service to the client. Of course, we are investing in digital transformation. And what is unique about our digital transformation is the fact that it's not only based on front-end products. We are digitizing the whole chain, the back end, and then the front end, with a view that turnaround time would improve, with a view that we will be able to provide the best-in-class services. Yes, and the way we are looking at digital transformation is what we also set us apart. Specifically, GCB would continue to innovate better and faster than the competition. That is how we are going to win the game. Our branches remain relevant, will be complemented by our digital channels, and in the digitalization journey, what we'll be doing there is to innovate better and faster than the competition. And this is where the value we're bringing to our customers, and ultimately to generate solid returns for our shareholders.
We're celebrating GCB Bank at 70 with their Deputy Managing Director, Operations, Emmanuel Udati Lamte. And look, customers are happy with you. But it's not just your customers. Your shareholders seem to be fully on board. I mean, it wasn't so long ago at your AGM that you made all these proposals to raise capital. And in spite of what the domestic debt exchange program has done to you and many other banks, they seem to be on board with all your suggestions. How did you tickle them? What did you do to get them to agree?
I think if you ask me, it's about our proven track record. For 7 decades, we've delivered strong returns to our shareholders. We have the strongest deposit franchise in the industry, largest footprint in terms of branches and ATMs. So with that background, it makes a lot of sense for the shareholders to support us. And with these core fundamentals that we have, deposit franchise is a very key part of banking. Having built it over the past 7 decades, it's important that we protect what Ghanaians have supported. This is a Ghanaian-owned bank, largely state-owned, and then, of course, it's the best public-private partnership. The state has about 21%, and the rest listed on the stock exchange. So if you ask me, the potential or the upside for this investment in GCB is very strong. And that's why I believe that our shareholders have, they supported the resolutions to raise capital. What this capital is going to help us do, obviously, the first thing is to meet the minimum capital requirements, and then to enhance our deal-making capacity. We want to be able to support Ghanaian businesses, corporates, call it local corporates, international organizations, for local corporates. In fact, what we are seeking to do as GCB, and this is what we'll play there, is to make them African champions. African champions, that is our passion. That is what the board and the managing director himself and the rest of the executive team and the 4,000 staff that we do have, we're passionate about those that have got ambitions to take advantage of AFTA, that is the free trading, intercontinental free trade, to support them, those who want to achieve those strategic ambitions, to support them do that. There may be others who would say, look, we want to be local champions. We want to be with them, partner with them as well. For the multinationals, they have not been left out. We want to support them to achieve their strategic ambitions for coming into Ghana.
Oh, yes, shareholders certainly agree with you on that. This is a celebration, 70 years of GCB Bank, and Emmanuel Udati Lamte is the Deputy Managing Director for Operations. So, I mean, before we wrap things up, I wish we wouldn't end the conversation here, but before we wrap things up, what's that one thing that you would say your shareholders, stakeholders, customers can expect? Because, I mean, 70 years is by no means the end of the journey. It's a landmark along the way. So for the next 70 years, what can all these role players expect from GCB Bank?
First, let me start off with customers and how banking, I think, or we believe banking is going to evolve in the next few years. I think banking, or successful banking, will revolve around being able to connect various clients that you do have, either be the retail clients, SME clients, or corporate clients, and then be able to leverage the data flows that you have by virtue of the transaction activities that you perform for them, and using that data flows or analytics, be able to provide superior solutions to them. But that would not be the end of it. It will call for successful banks, will call for those that have got scale. We've got scale in terms of branch network, in terms of we've got the largest customer base, over 2.4 million, and it's still growing. So yes, if you look at all of these things, together with a personal touch, which we've done it uniquely over the past 7 decades, I think customers can expect better or superior products, deepened engagement, and we are not leaving any Ghanaian out. You realize that some other banks will pull out. They won't go to Saboba. Perhaps Saboba is not part of their plan. But we've done all of this, and our returns to shareholders, we've balanced it with delivering returns, strong returns to shareholders. And we believe that with this approach, we'll continue to be able to generate superior and sustainable returns, having in mind the ultimate goal of delivering best services for our customers. So that will be for the customer. Then when it comes to the investors, we have delivered strong returns, double-digit growth in balance sheets and profits over the past few years, and consistently we have remained Ghana's #1 bank. So for the investors, they can be rest assured that with the quality of the management team, led by the chair of the board, other board members, our own managing director, rich experience from international and local, myself, Samedu, Mr. Sukri Safram, together with the rest of the executive management team, we have what it takes to make GCB Ghana's dominant bank. In fact, our ambition is to dominate the market, and we are well on course to deliver those returns to the shareholder. When it comes to the regulator, we are Ghana's #1 bank, so we believe in partnering with the regulator, the Bank of Ghana, the SEC, and we'll continue to play that leadership role in most of the engagements or quality policy directives and all of that. Our staff tend to participate in those discussions via the Ghana Association of Banks. So we'll continue to lead by example and contribute or shaping the discussions around making Ghana's banking sector safe and sound.
The largest branch network, the biggest customer base, the farthest reach, you're certainly at the top of your game, and 70 years is a wonderful landmark to celebrate the achievements of such a great bank, which in some way has touched almost every Ghanaian. You see, that's the beauty of your celebration. You see, for this whole year, so many Ghanaians will feel a part of the celebration because GCB Bank has played a role in almost every Ghanaian's life at some point, and the fact that you're still here, still operating at the top of your game, it's a sign of resilience that we can all connect to. And so we wish you the very, very best as you go into this year-long celebration. I understand that as part of your final words, there is a very important message you want to share with Ghanaians.
I would say that first, let me start off with there's a scam alert. There's, these days with a lot of these scam alerts and all of that. I want to just tell Ghanaians and all of our customers that there's no way GCB will call you or anybody will call you and say, I want your PIN. I want your ATM PIN, your internet banking login credentials. We will not do that. So please, customers, our cherished customers, please ignore all of those scammers. We are not going to do that. If you have any questions or queries, you could go through our branch network. You could also use our WhatsApp, reach out to us on WhatsApp 0202 422 422, or you can reach our customer service via 0800 422 422. And finally, I must say that we are excited about the confidence that customers and Ghanaians have placed in our bank. We'll continue to provide them with best-in-class products and services.
And of course, I don't think there's a more poignant way to end our conversation. Congratulations on 70 years of excellence, and here's to the next 70.
Thank you very much.
Emmanuel Odate Lamte is the Deputy Managing Director, Operations at GCB Bank, and he's been here with us to tell us why we should all get excited about their 70th anniversary. You can get more details on this on our social media pages. Plus, you can go play back this conversation anytime you like on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. It's the Super Morning Show. We're back with more after these.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, this is Kobe Mike. You're speaking from MTN office.
Kobe. And how am fat?
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You've turned my pit into a well. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Wadum. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Wadum. It was
University this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Here she comes. So simple, yet captivating, exuding confidence, elegance, and effortless beauty. Introducing the all-new Ahorfe from GTP. The perfect fusion of nature's splendor and intricate designs to enhance your own unique style. Each pattern designed with precise intention, printing moments into memories, just like the cherished things in life. Make life beautiful. Embrace it with the all-new Ahorfe from GTP, available in various colors and designs. Visit shop.gtpfashion.com to order now. GTP. Life styled.
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents Naked in Bed, an original Able White play.
Your mother said you are calling off the wedding. Where? My dress is ready and I must wear it. Drinks have been bought and I must drink it. Big men are coming and I must grab one. Where?
Vicky stumbled upon something and she's jumping to the wrong
Don't find him. I caught him in bed with my friend Mercedes. Jesus. No, she said Mercedes, not Jesus.
Venue National Theatre. Date September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Time 1 show on Fridays at 7 p.m. 2 shows on Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 3 shows on Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rates 150 Ghana cedis. For tickets, dial *365 *535#. WhatsApp 050-554-6010 or visit all usual outlets. Sponsors GCB Bank, Gino Tomato Mix, Ebony Condoms, and M Notify. Roverman Production. Be the difference.
Better bet to play together. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Join today on a bonus spending. Come together, make we play. Games are hold on. Pay out so. Right better, man. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus.
Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
We need you to read all of this in the next 30 seconds. Is that okay?
Yeah? All of it? Do they really offer all of this?
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
All the golds.
Down.
You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy. Coming up.
I don't think that quite a number of, especially those political watchers, had actually anticipated this coming. It's a huge indictment to the process.
Yeah, Alan Kyeremanteng takes a bow. Yeah, Alan Kyeremanteng takes a bow. He's no longer going to contest to be flag bearer in November. But what are the implications? How does this lay out the field for those who remain, the 4 contenders who remain? How is this going to pan out for them? What options are available to Alan going forward? Did he quit too soon? Should he have allowed the delegates to decide? These are all things we'd love to hear your thoughts on. We're getting into them all right here on the Super Morning Show. Stay tuned. But first, open the door into your dream house. There's no feeling quite like returning home after a busy day at work. I mean, that feeling you get hearing the keys turn in the lock to open the door, walk into your own little piece of paradise. Well, with a mortgage from ABSA, you get to enjoy that feeling over and over again in your own home. If you're a salaried worker, you can borrow up to 5 million Ghana cedis at fixed or variable interest rates and pay back your loan over a period of 20 years. Discover how to get things done at absa.com.gh. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. Now, it's all of the Premier League, all on DSTV. Catch all the goals, the moments, the clashes, the derbies, and the drama. Make sure to stay tuned to all of Rashford, Haaland, and Saka. Watch it all unfold live in HD with the option of exciting commentary in Chi. All this on the package of your choice. No one else offers all of the Premier League but DSTV. Get your DSTV decoder with 1 month compact subscription for 299 Ghana cedis and add a satellite dish for 100 Ghana cedis, or stay connected on star 759 hash to enjoy it all. DSTV, it's your moment. Now, are you sinking in your bed? That's because you don't have a Royal Foam mattress. They have attached 2 pillows to every mattress you buy for free. Get this offer in all of their showrooms and sales outlets across the country. Royal Foam would like to say a big thank you for making them winners of the Silver Award at the 12th Ghana Business and Financial Services Excellence Awards. Call 020-227-1000 if you want to know more. Royal Foam, rest assured. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some delicious news to share with you today. Imagine a biscuit made from real cereal, packed with wholesome oats and grains containing less sugar. This biscuit is not only a treat for your taste buds, but also a nutritious option for all ages. So what biscuit do I speak of? I'm talking about the McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuit. McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuit can be enjoyed at any time of the day, particularly at breakfast, with any beverage of your choice. It's delicious, it's nutritious, it's affordable. It's made with whole grain oats packed with fiber and real cereals with less sugar. So worry no more. With McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuits, your kids have the perfect snack they can take to school. Beware of imitations. Remember to go for the original McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuit and start your day with a smile. McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuits. Goodness for your morning. This advert is FDA approved. All right, well, in a moment, the fortunes of Alan on the Super Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Gone are
are the days when good sleep was a nightmare. Today, rest is assured. We have found a solution. Royal Foam is here. With Royal Foam, quality and customer satisfaction comes first. We produce mattress, carpentry foams, duvets, bedspreads, curtains, and beds. For the quality services we offer, Royal Foam have also been awarded at the 12 Business and Financial Excellence Awards. For good sleep and better relaxation, it should be Royal Foam. For quality, buy Royal Foam. Visit Royal Foam at our showrooms and sales depots across the nation. Call our hotline on 020-227-1000. Royal Foam, rest assured.
Okay, it's 9. You're welcome back. And it's time we had a discussion. So Alan Kyeremanteng has stepped down from the race for flag bearership. What does it mean? Well, deputy head of our politics desk joins us over the phone, Winston Amwa. Churchill, good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
Your man is here.
Yeah, good morning, Raymond.
Good morning, extraordinary head.
Hey, pot and kettle. I'll leave you to do your thing on the background. But just before we get into this, look, are you tired of the daily commute to work during rush hour? Or maybe you're planning a girls' night out and you need a reliable ride. Perhaps you need to deliver an important parcel and you want to get there on time. Well, whatever your reason for commuting, Access Bank and Uber have got you covered. With the Access Bank Visa card, you can now enjoy 30% off your Uber rides. Use the promo code Access Ride Savings to enjoy affordable convenience and cheaper rides even on a limited budget. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to save big on your daily commute. Go to ghana.accessbankplc.com or just find them on social media to learn more and start enjoying and saving on your Uber rides like never before. Access Bank, more than banking. So Safari Valley Eco Park, Ray, have you been there yet?
I have seen pictures.
So you, this whole leave that you went on, yes, you didn't use any of it to go and enjoy the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans and wildlife?
It was the take me there, that is the problem.
250 Ghana cedis. That's what the prices start from. Raymond Daka.
Yeah,
you have spent more than that on fufu. Thank you. So listen, no excuses. I don't know what you are doing this weekend.
Yes.
But it includes this.
I agree.
Come back and tell us some stories about the zebra and the sable antelope and the llama and wallaby and fallow deer. Do you know what a Patagonian mara is?
Not yet.
My brother. Don't let this week
pass. Hopefully I'll discover it.
Absolutely. Listen, there's so much to see there. And everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures. Okay? 250 Ghana cedis is the starting price. And it's even free for children, up to 6 years. It's just an hour from Accra. And they are open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Listen, pay Safari Valley Eco Park a visit with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. If you want to know more, you can go to safarivalleyresort.com, go to their Instagram page, very colorful, or call 059-691-4394. Now, are you worried about your parties, your weddings, outdoorings, funerals, hangouts? Are you thinking about what drinks to enjoy? Well, listen, with Bigo, no wahala for the occasion. Bigo drinks have made it easy for everyone to enjoy and have that ideal celebration, okay? Different flavors available, distinct and captivating, like cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon, lemon lime, and orange. You get them in 16 packs as well as 20 packs, and that's a lot to go around. Refreshing and good quality. Infuse some color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Big Go Drinks, another quality product from Twellium Industries Limited. This advert is FDA approved. Right. Okay, one more. Let's talk about water for a minute. Okay, we're always talking about water. Water is key to life. But what do you really know about the water you consume? With Verna purified water, you are guaranteed the pleasure of satisfying your thirst, but also you are assured of water purified with filtration, reverse osmosis, UV sterilization, and ozonation to meet the standard quality your body needs. We are drinking 100,000 bottles of Verna water every day, so it's definitely the #1 water brand in Ghana. So with every bottle of Verna you consume, you directly contribute to impacting lives through the Verna Changing Lives initiative. Okay, from the orphanage project to drilling of boreholes, surgery payments, fees for brilliant but needy students, Verna purified water continues to support many beneficiaries each year to change their lives for the better. Share the love, get a bottle of Verna purified water, and enjoy the pure, refreshing taste. Verna purified water is recommended by the Ghana Medical Association. Verna purified water, changing people's lives. This advert is FDA approved. Okay, let's get to it. So the announcement came just yesterday, and Alan Kyeremanteng talked about the level of intimidation of varying intensity directly and indirectly unleashed on a significant number of delegates at various voting centers across the 16 regions is unprecedented in the history of the party. This is a statement he made, and he talked about his polling agent in the Northeast region who suffered severe damage to his eye, and many other acts that he described as despicable, unconscionable, and appalling. Okay? And then he said he's not willing to participate in this anymore. So he's stepping aside. This leaves 4 people in the running to become flag bearer. Winston, let's start with this. Did Alan quit at the right time?
Well, good morning, Kojo. I mean, you'd want to ask yourself what would constitute the right time. The party does the balloting today. And so do you wait and go through the balloting and then decide to quit? He had indicated post the special delegate election that he was going to address the nation on the way forward. If you ask me, I think it's the right time. The party does the balloting today. He's had enough time to think over it. He's had discussions with his followers. This is the right time to say, look, I don't want to be part of the process. So the party can ballot, the party can move ahead.
Look, there's a lot that led to this decision. In fact, we've captured it in a report. Let's hear this very quickly and then continue the conversation.
Rumors of Alan Kyeremanteng's withdrawal from the NPP flag bearership race had filled the air, with many dismissing the claim. Political marketing consultant Professor Kobe Mensah is equally surprised by the decision of Alan Kyeremanteng to withdraw from the race.
I don't think that quite a number of us, especially those political watchers, had actually anticipated this coming. It's a huge indictment to the process.
However, spokesperson for the Baumia campaign, Nana Kumia, seemed to have anticipated this move.
We believe it's a good step that Honorable Alan Kyeremanteng has taken.
Spokesperson for the Alan Kyeremanteng campaign, Yabuabina Samoa, says the decision should be seen as a courageous act.
Kyeremanteng is not going to deny himself to the people of Ghana. He said that he will consult, and after consultation, he will come out and define his role.
Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, Haruna Mohammed, says the party is yet to be formally informed.
We have not officially received any communication from Mr. Alan Kyeremanteng.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, I appreciate what Winston says about the timing issue. But there are those who say, well, maybe he could have optimized things by letting the delegates have a go at choosing, one of them as flag bearer. Who knows? It might have been him. Ray.
See, the complaints the man has leveled against the entire process are that they are not going to be fair. It wasn't fair previously. The kind of intimidation, the level playing field required. In 2008, at the Legon Alumni Lecture, then Dr. Afarijan, who was now leaving office as a lecturer commissioner, stated 64 standard practices that ensures that there are free and fair elections. It includes resources, includes the platform for engagement, and includes the people who are going to steer the affairs of the process. What Alan Kyeremanteng did with the statement is to single out 6 of the main criteria and say, there is no way I could go into this election with my hands tied behind my back, with the leader already selected by a couple of people and installed and also imposed on the people. It would have been quite strange for him to then proceed to be part of the process and come and complain later on, when indeed he saw at least there was a prelude that gave him an indication of how it's going to run. But people think beyond some of these reasons and say they might really evaluated his chances going forward and realized there was not going to be. See, it was okay losing to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, pedigree-wise, engagement in NPP-wise, historic roles and all of that. But to lose to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, if you watch the ladder properly, it sounds a bit more humiliating. So why don't you curtail that process and look at what options are available to you today before you then go for what appears to be a possible embarrassment in the future? So that you come and complain about these same things that happen in the super delegates process. What he also did, which was very damning, was that he doesn't even believe that these things will be corrected. No matter the structures available in the political party to complain about it. And let's not forget, someone like Bacheja could complain about similar problems within the party and in the organization of the elections going forward. Of course, others have said so, but they've not openly come out there to say it. The very conversation around Kenneth Japan and the things he said during the election, similar complaints, if you listen to those who are actually speaking for him, similar complaints have been raised about how this process has gone. Of course, everybody in the election will have some level of complaint, depending on how the person is winning or losing. Now, even the person who you purport to be in the lead might even have his or her own complaints of the process and how it's being run. The only problem is, can people see a very fair process in the selection so that there's no acrimony, so that it doesn't spill over? Because we saw what happened in 2007 and the eventual results at the end of the day. In fact, some go as far back 1979, and I mentioned the UNC PFP situation. If party structures, if people feel that we can align properly and take along a block, and whenever the NPP had been divided on the front, it failed and lost the election woefully. So would it have been the best decision to wait and lose miserably? So they'll come and say that, you saw it coming. You didn't fix the problem. In fact, you realized that it was a flawed system, but still you participated. And after losing, you're now coming to complain. I think that would have been more problematic.
Right. Now, Winston, so it is fair to say that Alan and his team believe that if not for all the influencing and machinations that went on, he would have been the choice. So if that is a fair assumption, then why didn't he come second? Why third? How does he explain Kennedy Japan beating him?
Well, Kojo, I think the point has been made before that this was an election to, shortlist. This was an election to reduce the number to 5 and not necessarily an election to determine who places first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. But of course, for anybody who places first, it gives you a bit of momentum. We've had this discussion before, and for instance, one of the things we said, in the build-up to the national executive election of the NPP, you saw the regional chairman and the regional executive committees, for instance, a lot of them declaring their support for John Boadu, who lost in the election. I just made that point to indicate that it's not always the case that, okay, when the people at the top support you, you're going to win. That does not also mean that when the people support you at the top, you will not win. So at this stage, the Alan Kyeremanteng team and many watchers had indicated, we have said this before, that is not to select. So it's not a case of because I placed third, I am walking away. This is the point, and Raymond has talked about a few things. You ask yourself the most important question. Is this election going to be fair? Now, part of the reason the Electoral Commission, even the Electoral Commission, gives certain logistics to all candidates contesting presidential elections is just a way of ensuring that people are able to have a fair election and a free election. And Dr. Aparijan would explain what constitutes free and fair in elections. So I'm not going to go back to that. But I'm making the point that if you look at this particular election, where you've seen people taking sides, where you've seen people indicating this is what we want to do, if you are an Alan Kyeremanteng, you'd have to ask yourself a very simple question. Is it going to be fair? Am I able to compete on all fronts? If I think that this election is not going to be fair, if I think that the system is skewed against me, look, there are people who are going to come and support me in contesting the election. There are people whose funds are going to be used in going round. But if the system is working in a way that makes it impossible for me to have a free and fair election, where everybody has an equal chance, then it will be better for me not to, one, waste the resources of the people who are going to be supporting me, two, not to risk the lives of those who are going to be my agents, because if the elections were held in 16 centers and one of my agents was attacked, if the elections are going to be held in 276 centers, what could happen? I am looking at it and I'm saying, look, they've done their work. And could you let me say this, okay? I've seen people say that, because he plays, third and all of that. But let me just say this. I am aware that after the elections on the 25th, the Alan Kyeremanteng team was being, there were changes going to be made to the team. There are people who had come to join the team. There were even persons who are taking part in the elections who were going to be joining the Alan Kyeremanteng team. Okay? So at that point in time, the decision was to contest the election. But of course, when you are done, you would have further consultations. And when you have further consultations, you look at things that are happening. And so, for instance, if your competitors are moving around, if you see that the system is being used to support certain people in getting to the delegates, the system is being used to incentivize certain people to get to the delegates, you'd have to ask yourself a very simple question. Do I want to continue? Must I be president at all costs? You're putting yourself out for election. And so if you're putting yourself out for elections and you think that the circumstances are making it very difficult, the circumstances are not free and fair, why must you go at all costs? Step down. It is not anybody's destiny to be president at all costs. So you step down. And people should be, the choices that people make should be respected. If people think that, I am not interested anymore, so be it.
Ray, the talk before the superdelegates Congress was that 8 of them were planning to rally behind one to go against the establishment candidate, which means 8 of them were planning to rally behind Alan to go against Baumia. Now that he's no longer an option, does that break that front?
I think what the options were at the time, and you see in most elections, especially within a political party, you even reach out to your opponents and seek to strike a deal. Sometimes it could be, I would offer you a position in my government when we get to electoral success. Or I want to make you my running mate. Is it possible? All those conversations might have happened. But it looked predominantly the case from history and from the engagement that happened, that if it was going to be 8 of us, and because we all feel that we are the disadvantaged team. We are not the ones with the resources from the state and from the powers that be backing us. So we are more likely to forge a very strong plan and prove to the people on the other side that we can still make it work, regardless of who is with the resource of the state. Now, you have asked the question whether it's going to change. I do not see the other candidates in the election today being the rallying point for the other 6 or so or 7 who are still likely to be very active. Why am I saying so? Historically, they did not have that kind of support going forward. The relationship have not existed in a way that will get them that kind of support. I do not see that 8, no matter how fragmented it is today, equally now coming out to say we are joining the vice president to proceed and win the election. They may stay off, they may be part of a bigger NPP campaign for 2024, but as to whether or not you can have those alignments happening today and openly declaring support, the histories as well suggest that would happen. They may be in the background or may even help in other ways, but you do not get that kind of 8 against 1 being formidable today. Dr. Osofrie may not be able to get that kind of support. He looks like the alternative option that makes a lot of sense. Of course, there are others too, but he might not be the best of the resources to put your weight behind because people don't think he will make the kind of impact that you want to see now. And I don't see them all going out there and saying, oh, well, we were prodigal sons, but now we throw our weight solidly behind the vice president in this particular race because he was the one they were opposing in the first place when they say 8 versus 1. I hope you get the point. So the establishment theory will not work for them again because what appeared to be the most formidable for the against the establishment theory is the one that's also pulling out. What could they do differently? You think about the possibility that most of these people say, see, no, I mean, to hell with the MPP. Why don't we form our own political party and see? Why don't we branch off into a party or a system that is not carrying the baggage of the current government?
Now, there's an idea. Winston, I mean, let me pick your thoughts on that before I ask the other question in my mind. Do you think at this point it is a viable option for Alan to break away, go independent, or start his own party?
I mean, the evidence on the ground doesn't suggest that if you start your own party, you're going to make any impact in an election. It is true that today people are unhappy with the system, but you need to ask yourself very pertinent questions. I mean, you're part of the government, and if you're a part of the government and you decide that you want to contest to lead the same party, and you're unhappy with some of the challenges that the party failed to resolve, do you go independent? I say no. The Ghanaian system is not like the Nigerian system. And so if our system were like the Nigerian system where you could cross carpet here and there and still make an impact, I'd say, okay, then he can make an impact. Also, because today I do not have evidence of the number of people that Alan Kyeremanteng can pull away from the NPP. If you ask me, yes, his team had indicated that when it comes to the polling station executives, they had more than 100,000 of them, and so they were convinced that they were going to win the election. But of course, would 100,000 votes be significant enough to get you to become president of Ghana? Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndum had some 120,000 in 2016, and he just pulled 1% of the votes. Okay, so let me be very honest with you here. The situation of 1979 is different from 2023, 2024. I think that Alan Kyeremanteng will not form his own party. It will be suicidal if he decides to do that. The other point is that there's a group that is pushing for an independent presidential candidate.
Yeah.
And for those pushing for the independent presidential candidate, will they make overtures? Will they, extend a hand to Alan Kyeremanteng, for instance? But the other question is, would Ghanaians see Alan Kyeremanteng as the man outside the duopoly to be made president? But also, it is not just enough saying, I want to be president. it is also enough saying that I want to be president who can govern. So in that case, you must be a president who has a significant number of members of parliament. So you see, the governance and democratic structure of this country is such that it's going to be very, very difficult to just get up and say, I'm going to run as an independent candidate. If you want to do that, one, it means that you're seeking just to destroy or hurt the chances of the very party that you belonged to. Two, one of the things you must realize is that there are people who support you today based on the fact that you are with the NPP. Are those people going to follow you because you have left the NPP? My answer is no. Not all of them would follow you. And we've seen that happening even with those who broke away from the NDC, for instance. The people who had support, okay, they had support because they were in the NDC. But when they broke away from the NDC to form their own party, you saw what they got. Yeah. Let me give you a typical example. Dr. Charles Rekubrobe, I'm sure when you were in the university at the time, Kojo, you may have realized that the United Ghana Movement, UGM, headed by Dr. Rekubrobe. Now, he was one of the key elements of the Alliance for Change work, okay, the Kumiprekun works.
Yeah.
Dr. Rekubrobe forms his own party and gets 0.3% of the results. Let no one be deceived. You can choose to stay away, and this is the point. I'll end on this note before you ask your next question. Look, your relevance doesn't just end because you decide not to contest an election. This is what could happen. Based on how the NPP's fortunes turn around, based on their electoral fortunes in 2024, the party could look back and say, where the Alan Kyeremanteng, based on that. So why would you want to move away? Stay in the party, campaign for whoever emerges victorious, because yes, you didn't want to be there because you felt it was skewed in favor of somebody who was against you, but that notwithstanding, you're still a party member.
Okay, so here's the question. I think you've led perfectly to the next question I wanted to ask, and I'd love to hear both of you on this, starting with Winston. If Alan Kyeremanteng were to come to you and pay you as a consultant to advise him to answer this one question, yes or no, should he accept if he is offered running mate?
Kojo, you know that I have a challenge with answering yes or no.
Yeah, of course.
You need to explain the position why it's a yes and why it's a no. So Raymond appreciates the fact that before you hypothesize, Raymond, you would have led evidence to that conclusion, right?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to influence Raymond's answer? What is your answer?
I agree with you.
It's a basic principle in research. Before you come to any conclusion, you must be led by research. And based on what I know, based on what I have heard, I don't think that Alan Kyeremanteng would accept that. But again, politics is such that you do not have to say a definite yes or no. Discussions can be had. And I have been told of how, certain leading members of the NPP, I learned over the weekend, were still telling members of the Alan Kyeremanteng team that, the vice presidential slot is still on the table. You could still pick that up. So if you want to consider that. Initially, the discussions about vice president were inconclusive because it was like, I am offering you vice president, come and take it. What the Alan Kyeremanteng team would have preferred at the time would have been, let's sit down and determine who should get what as president and as vice president. And then we choose who becomes flag bearer and who becomes running mate. Could you get my point?
Right.
So now that, it looks like, Dr. Bamia, if he gets the nod, is going to be the presidential candidate of the NPP. If you're an Alan Kyeremanteng, going into such a discussion, your bargaining power is very low. But if you're also the NPP and you're looking at this critically, you're asking yourself the very simple question. What qualities do you want in a vice president? Do you want a vice president who's young, who's energetic? Do you want a vice president who cuts across, who's seen as belonging to the central Ashanti, and who can also pull votes for you in the Volta region? But having said all that I have said, if I were to advise, and I am not going to advise, so I think that based on my learnings, Alan Kyeremanteng would not accept to be running it.
Winston's...
yes or no?
Yes.
It was a yes, right?
Well, it was a no. He said that he doesn't think Alan would accept to be running it.
He would not advise him to accept.
Well, he didn't go that far.
No, Raymond, I mean, it's not me going to advise him to accept it. I think that he would not acceect it.
Yes.
So I have answered the question differently. I have said that I do not think that Alan Kyeremanteng will accept. So at this point in time, my advice doesn't matter.
Okay.
No, I get you. It's very difficult because see how the political cards play, right? The factors that will lead to him accepting. It comes a lot of assurances. It comes a lot of people being part of the conversation. So if today it is the likes of the King of Ashanti and others coming in, you stand a better chance of convincing him than a couple of people whose politics he has doubts. I mean, who really he's not sure that this is a poison chalice that is being handed to me or not. Coming to him with a proposal. I hope you get the point.
Yeah.
So it depends on how it's packaged and presented to him.
But
and
what would that say of his own scruples if, after completely condemning the activities of this past electoral exercise that he says favored the vice president, if after condemning all that, he accepts to be his running mate?
The reality of politics is that they say he has no saints, but certainly you choose the devil with very little problem. So you look at it this way. He might be concerned about what has happened over the space, but does he want to be irrelevant to the Ghanaian political scheme? See, I have not seen so many Ghanaian politicians who are 100% principled. The problem with main politicians is that they give a lot of give and takes. The kind of sacrifice they have to make on the job, and the kind of things that they have to put their personal integrity off the line and make sure that they actually coerce because of the factors, the people around them, the kind of influence that will come to them. They may be compelled to take up jobs, including this particular position, without he even being willing personally to do so. Because you don't just consider yourself, of course. When they come to say that I'm contesting, they say that people say I should contest. So that people are of the opinion that you should be taking up a role like that. You might not like it. And I'm saying that there are a few politicians I know who personally say that, listen, my personal principle is that I will not take it, I will never take it. That's what makes it murky. But when you look at the facts in support of going into this role, will that promote his ultimate ambition? And in any case, is this an ambition that is unchecked? That no matter what, I have to be president. So I'll accept every single demonic role that will take me closer to it. I hope you are getting my point. So it depends on the valuation of these factors. That is why we're still at the difficulty. Saying right from the beginning that he would or will not accept it. Because those factors play out differently. If he's, for example, promised that, listen, it is only an election I'm going into. If I don't win the next election, I will stand aside and let you contest as the flag bearer of the party. If you were him, would you have said that that's a very good deal, so I will take it up?
It's worth considering.
Yeah, so you get my point. So as for those factors for a politician, there are many of them. And the consultation may spring up surprises that many people would not have accepted. That is why they don't close the door completely. That's why there's always leave room for maneuverability so that they can still play the roles that they play in there. Because if you don't take care, you might be irrelevant in the political space in one electoral cycle.
Ray, Winston, you had something to wrap up with?
You see, the point that Raymond makes, and he makes the hypothetical situation. It won't happen.
You just wanted to say that the hypothetical situation will not happen. Okay.
Nobody's going to. I mean, nobody's going to say if I contest one term and I don't win, I am going to let you come. Because when you're very close to power, you want to give it your all. And so the point really would have been, before this election, where you are deciding. And look, let me just be blunt here. This is how you have those kind of conversations, because it's been had between the NPP and the PCP in 1996. You decide. And let me say this. At the time, there are people within the NPP who wanted J.A. Kufuor to become the vice presidential candidate to Konkenzenaka, because Konkenzenaka at the time was the vice president of the Republic. But when they went into the discussion, this is how you go about it. When you go into the discussion, politics is about, some people say it's about the presenting of, alternatives for people to make a choice. Others say is who gets what when. Okay? Yeah. So this is the point. When you go into that discussion, by the time they went into the discussion, they decided on who gets what positions, who becomes in charge of what portfolios. Somebody says, I will be vice president. Because then the vice president is going to be very powerful. But this time, if you're going in already, knowing that somebody is in line to become presidential candidate, your bargaining power is low. And when your bargaining power is low, a lot of things thrown at you is what you would accept. If you're an Alan Kyeremanteng, are you going to go into this discussion with a low bargaining power? I know that Otumfuo wields a lot of influence, but I also do know that the wise king, King Solomon, sometimes would also appreciate what is happening and will give his advice accordingly. I don't see that happening.
Okay. Well, we've looked into the crystal ball. Looks like no matter what, 2024 is going to be interesting. Interesting, however this thing turns out. So we'll keep our eyes peeled as your election headquarters. We'll make sure you don't miss a thing as it unfolds. Thank you both for the analysis. Winston joining us from an undisclosed location where he's busily debunking hypotheses. And Raymond Aqua in the studio. Thank you both very much. All right, let's take a break. Back after these.
betting, play together. MyBet.com.gh. Play for fun, enjoy the game. MyBet.com.gh. Join today on a bonus penny. MyBet.com.gh. Come together, make we play. MyBet.com.gh. Say, see a betting. Games are hold on. Pay out so. MyBet, correct odds, quick cash out, free bonus. Correct odds, quick cash out, free bonus. MyBet.com.gh.
MyBet. Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. E no buff, e no chop. When it vanish for your area for 2 weeks, you not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey. Hajia, our life was in dangerous.
Only our neighbor gets water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank gets meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
Litina Travel, in collaboration with Cowbank Women's Banking, is inviting all current and prospective customers of Cowbank to join their second business trip to Turkey, Istanbul, and leisure in Dubai from the 7th to 16th of October 2023. The cost of the full package starts from $2,550 per person and includes visa, flight, hotel, B2B meetings, tours, airport transfers, and travel insurance. The business areas include construction and building materials, furniture and interior decor, fashion and textiles, cosmetics, agricultural products and equipment, pharmaceuticals and medical equipment, industrial and heavy equipment machinery, food and beverage and processing equipment, spare parts, and many more. For inquiries, call Tina on 0244 260 789 or Gifty on 0270 302245 or Akosia on 0555 171311 or walk into any Cowbank branch or Litina Travel and Tours at the Alisa Hotel Northridge, sponsored by our media partners Joy FM and the Multimedia Group.
Bringing you a sound you can feel.
Right, welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy. And listen, people are winning some moolah. Are you really ready to be part of the several winners who are winning some good cash? Well, Game Park Limited, the newest lottery operator in Ghana, brings you the Pick 4 game. All right, it's simple. You dial star 946 hash on all networks. Select 4 numbers from 0 to 9. And that's it. You can also play on their website, which is gameparkgames.com. Android users can download the app from the website, gameparkgames.com, and then you get to watch the live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. every day, Monday to Sunday. All right, let's play this game and cash out with some good moolah. Game Park Games, more moolah, more power. The game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, and it is not for persons under 18.
This weekend, what are you doing?
Well, you are going to Safari Valley. I'm going to Uncle Ibo's play.
Okay, then I should tell you more about that because Robama Productions, in partnership with Joy FM and National Theatre, continues the excitement of its patrons and the general public with its new and exciting and hilarious Ebo-White play, Naked in Bed, this weekend. On the eve of his wedding, though, Samson is caught by his fiancée in a seemingly compromising state with her best friend. And as expected, his fiancée, Vicky, is calling off the wedding. Then his father and the fiancée's auntie, CD, try to save the day. Naked in Bed will teach you to question assumptions because things aren't always as they seem, and question your sexuality too, because sex, could you listen, is spiritual. Yes, Naked in Bed comes on at the National Theatre, Accra, this weekend, 8th, 9th, and the 10th of September. On Friday, 7 p.m. That's one show only. So if you are targeting the Friday one, note that it's only one show only at 7 p.m. Saturday is 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 2 shows only. And Sunday, you have that triple show from the first one is at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. The rate is 150 cedis. Tickets are available via Korba short code *365 *535 hash, and yes, and on all networks too, or at the usual outlets and Joy FM front desk, Shell shops at East Legon, Airport, Tema, Community 11, and Dansuman, and Total shops at Bachona and Hacho, and Frankie's at Osu, or WhatsApp hi to 050 55 460 30. You can also visit the Roman Production pages on Facebook and Instagram, or call 050 55 460 10 for inquiries, and also to order your tickets. The sponsors are Gino Tomato Mix and communications partner M Notify and Logistic Movers. Naked in Bed is awesome, and Roverman Production. Be the difference.
Be the difference. All right, now the Tina Travel and Tours, they've got these two things they are doing. The first one is that in October and November you could go to Israel. It's a 7-day trip, very good all-inclusive rates. The second thing is the CalBank Women Banking trip. This one, Raymond, are you a CalBank woman? It's for all CalBank clients actually, so you can still go.
Okay.
All prospective clients. Okay, you can visit and engage the Turkish business community from the 11th to the 16th of October on pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, furniture, fashion and textiles, food and beverage, construction equipment, and medical equipment, among others. There are limited places available on all these trips, so please call Tina now on 0244 260 789.
Now, it's a new world of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get a Momo for Business today. To accept payment from over 50 million Momo customers. All you need is a business registration certificate and your Ghana card. Applying to be Momo MTN Momo merchant has been made simple and fast. You just have to dial *5051 and follow the prompts, or apply online on momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You receive a reference number which you can use to track your application, so don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application fee is free, no charge. Do not pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, available on Play Store and App Store.
Charlie. All right, listen to these messages. We're back after these.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
By popular request, I'm inviting you to join Latina Travel and Tours on a 7-day prayer pilgrimage to Israel. Be prepared to be baptized in the Jordan River by our special pastor, and also pray at the Wailing Wall. We will visit Jericho, Bethlehem, Tiberias, Nazareth, and many more enchanting holy sites that will linger on and on. You can choose and register for any of the following trips. First trip, 15th to the 22nd of October 2023. Second trip, 19th to the 26th of November 2023. Rate $3,600 single per person and $3,200 double per person. Package includes visa, flight, hotel, tours, and many more. Call and book your space now on 0244 260 789 or 0558 120 400, or visit Latina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge. Media partners Sunny TV, Sunny FM, and Joy FM.
On the 9th of September, there will be a face-off.
is the Infantry Madisadel Fan Day Games. Join us with your family and friends at the Ghana Armed Forces Sports Complex, Burma Camp, as we compete in golf, tennis, soccer, table tennis, basketball, and many more for the trophies and bragging rights from 7 a.m. till you drop. At Disco, are you ready? Kwaboche, are you ready? Get your tickets for 50 Ghana cedis and rep your school or college with a t-shirt for only 100 Ghana cedis. Dial short code *713*8741# to get yours ahead or purchase at the gate. This is proudly brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, Margins Group, Sparkles Water, Casa Proco Company Limited, Vanguard Life Assurance, and Accra Brewery Limited. Media partners: Joy 99.7 FM, Joy Prime, Metro TV, and Daily Graphic. Beyond the rivalry, uniting through sports. Ego B!
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set.
Welcome back to the Super Morning Show on Joy. And in a moment, we're going to tell you who won the 70 Ghana cedis in the little GCB bank riddle. But first...
now, the inception of the Fourth Republic, Kojo, brought about a renewed sense of hope and aspiration for Ghanaians in their quest for a rapid socio-economic development. What have been the achievements in healthcare? Can you tell us? But well, of course, in a collaborative effort to inspire change, JoyNews and an amalgam of professional associations in Ghana present a public lecture for a transformative socio-political agenda. We go down memory lane, 1993 to present. Has this democracy delivered a health dividend for Ghanaians? The speaker is our very own, ever distinguished Kwame Sapon-Esiedu. Of course, panelists, professionals in the health care center, and also you should know that consumers of health services will be there to make sure that it's made wonderful. And one of the people who consistently sat in this studio so many years ago, Malko Afajinu, will be the chairman and moderator of this particular event. The date is the 18th of September, and the venue is the British Council, and also it will be online, so you don't necessarily have to be there. And the time is 6:30 p.m. Get ready to be inspired.
Oh yes. All right, now the Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited back to school promotion is here with us once again. So it's on until October 31, 2023, and Kingdom is giving you a generous 10 to 15% discount on all school items. So textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and so much more across all of their branches. So that's Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takrady, Winneba, and Cape Coast. So all of us should hurry while stock lasts. If you want to know more, call 0302 764 101 or 209 at the end of that number. You can also email info@kingdomgh.com, which is the website, kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you a resident or a potential resident of Tema, Shaman, Michelle Camp, Efenya, Dowenya, Pram, Chopoli, Nungwa, Spinter's Road, amongst others? We have good news for you anyway. The EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair will be at your doorstep this September. This is from Friday 15th to Sunday 17th of September. The venue is the Tema Municipal Assembly's premises anyway, and the time is from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day. The exhibition here is supposed to be by exhibitors including finance companies, real estate developers, insurance, land vendors, and also providers of housing accessories. We have home appliances, furniture, the home security, and everything to do with roofing, including building materials too, will be there. Side attraction will be a lot of giveaways from these exhibitors and the organizers. To exhibit your product though, please call us 0540 110 389 or 0244 260 653 right now as I speak to you. 0540 110 389 or 0244 260 653 if you want to exhibit your products. The EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair, the Tema version, is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and Plan City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats, and also sponsored by these very wonderful people. Elegant homes where quality meets value. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Syntextan, strong, tough, and Gold Key Properties, building prestige since 1997. Springfield Estates, where dreams are built. Virtual security, complete security solution. DBS, your roof experts. Virtual InfoSec Africa, security solutions by design. Then St. Goban, making the world a better plan. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments, and the Kensington Heights, Airport City, Kumasi, HDG Homes Limited.
DJ Obeti.
Playing the music you love.